Hey, Robot, we getting ready to take off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you all been waiting for. And YouTube, we're gonna keep it clean, no cursing. So we're gonna keep it clean, man. You gotta give us a break here. You gotta give us a break, YouTube. Hey, give us a second to get set up. Man, we got so much stuff finna come out, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how much stuff we got finna come out in the game, bro. What just happened? What the hell? Okay, all right. Let's try that. Internet just cut off, bro. Still on my phone though. What just happened? Hey, y'all, Robot, if you're coming into the building, we about to get ready to take off. They didn't just cut my internet. What the hell? Trying to get my internet on. Man, what the hell is just went down? Just cut my internet, bro, on my laptop. All right, let me restore this joint, man. Hey, Robot. Rod just texted me and let me know he ready, man. So I just gotta get the laptop loaded up. And we cracking heads and twisting caps. We got the Natharu tapes coming out, man. It's like, you know, the story of Haru. That's like we got the if you ain't got the went to the Patreon yet, you want to get the Patreon. We already posted our first installment on the Patreon. We're gonna try to post at least 2 or 3 a week on Patreon, and straight exclusive stuff, man. Straight exclusive stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we about to get up here. I'm about to get ready to get Rod up in here. Let me get the I don't know what just happened, bro. It's about to get cracked. Rod say he about to go in. Rod say he about to end it out for once and for all on this. He about to take the because he said he want to talk a little bit on the Bible stuff so he can go and finish that off. So man, we about to get this thing cracking. We the hottest sensation in the game right now. We the hottest sensation in the game. And I finally got the brother Rod's Instagram, his new Instagram link. So we're gonna be posting that in the links after the show. Also, I'm on Instagram too, so you want to get over there as well. We got little snippets over there for you, and we're gonna be doing live shows with the brother B Dale, Lifewave. Shout out my brother Lifewave. Shout out my brother Sunbra. Probably be doing some lives with Sunbra. I'm actually gonna try to get Sunbra on the show to do a whole tape by itself. Where he just go in. So we're gonna get that going sooner or later. They are already flagging us. All right, that's all good. We're gonna keep it clean, YouTube. Make that thumbnail up, then we're gonna switch to the laptop, then we're gonna get the brother Rod on. Hey, peace, family. If you're coming into the building, we're about to get ready to share the screen in a minute so you can see what we look like. Yeah, we getting it cracking, baby. New Rod tape. This is the thumbnail. I'm about to spread that out a little bit more though. It's all good. It'll work for now. Okay, boom. They can get that. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's do it. Let me switch to the laptop, then Roy can come in. Okay. Okay, I'm almost ready. Right, we're taking off in 1 minute. 1 minute to take off, ladies and gentlemen. Houston. We about to lift off, baby. Houston, we have liftoff.
Houston, we have liftoff, baby. We have liftoff, Houston. Hey, about to get the brother Rod on, man. Let's see if we gonna hey, Rod Bob family, if you're in the building. I told you we got different disguises. We can look like I could look like a gardener. Look like this my this the dropping Jews joint. We're finna start selling these joints too. So be tuned for that. Here go my brother Rod right here. Oh yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We about to take off. Never. Hey Rod. Hey Rod. Hey.
What's up, Elder?
And we got to lay low on the profanity because they flagging me for one word. If you say one word,
I got you. I'm sorry in consideration.
Okay. Yeah. So, man, this is what I wanted to talk to you about because I got so many topics that we could do on, but you was going on last time. You said, man, people be sending you messages on the land, and it's kind of like we was doing it back in the day with the smoke signals and things. You know what I'm saying? Like as natives. We used to send smoke signals or send messages by hawks on the land. But you was saying that, man, you was like, you shaved my head last time. You said, man, Kanye West sending you signs. He shaved his head bald. So I went and looked it up. Kanye West got his head bald. He said he did that because of the freeze on Tookie Williams. I mean, you can talk about go in on other messages and whatever you say you're gonna go in on the Bible or something like that tonight too. So whatever you do, like open question, whatever you want, however you want to do it. I just want to start it out. Let's talking about that. Like
so this picture right here, when Tookie hair fell out, it fell out in patches. So Tookie didn't want the C Nation to seem like that. That was a point of humiliation to him. So to show their support, a lot of them made haircuts similar to Kanye, but some of them shaved their head bald. Some of the elders, you'll see when they come out, a lot of them had long hair, but now it's short because they was supporting Tookie. All right. So this is what this haircut is. When you see him in the silver, you got that picture, right?
Okay. Yeah. I got that, right?
Okay. When you see him in the silver, this is Mr. Freeze.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's what you said last time.
Right. Mr. Freeze is a knock to Arnold Schwarzenegger that he was putting the message out into the public domain about Tookie. Right. Now, this is what you call a caricature of Mr. Freeze played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you got the picture Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze?
Let me try to side by side it. Okay, it won't let me side by side it right now. Stay away right here though.
Okay, so he was in Batman as Mr. Freeze. He the one signed the executive order using his status as the governor of California, stating a national emergency that they wouldn't execute Tookie, but instead they'll put him in cryostasis. So Arnold Schwarzenegger became Mr. Freeze and Tookie becomes Shocker. Can you pull that movie up?
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Pull up the poster for the movie on Google.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna do it right now. Oh yeah, that message is flipping, man. That smoke, because Kanye West is a high power alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to be a high power alchemist to read the shit that he be doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know you could do it on Google. Okay, what you said, look up. Here we go. Okay, all right. Let's say, well,
the Shocker. Wes Craven's Shocker.
Okay, the marble.
It's gonna say Shocker. The movie is Shocker. SCHOCKER.
Okay. was it a Marvel company?
No, it was a movie by Wes Craven called The Shocker.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm pulling it up right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Go to images.
I got you right here.
Yeah, pull up the first one is good.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Now
I'm
remember,
trying to say
Tookie is the crooked man. That's walking lightning. Pull that to the side and then pull up walking lightning.
All right, walking lightning. Walking lightning. Not walking, lighting.
You see it in that movie Raising Dion.
Raising Dion. I was sitting the internet, started walking slow. Okay, like this right here.
The second row, second picture from the left. Yep, that's the crooked man walking.
All right. They say it.
Okay, that's also called sea walking. All right, now the movie was by a guy named Wes Craven.
Let me get it pulled up. Damn, I saved it into the wrong folder. It's in this folder. Wes Craven's Shocker. Hello, I got it right here. Let me slide it to your folder. Wes Craven's. It sounds like some shit going on.
The name Craven is sea for sea nation, and Raven is a message from the of the deaf.
Okay. Okay.
The messenger of death is the Raven.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So Wes Craven is the one responsible to give the message to the deaf of the crooked man.
Okay. Let's pull it up. Oh yeah, this gonna get good. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, Wes Craven. That's it right there.
So now in this movie, what happened is this dude learned to manipulate, master, and become one with lightning. Right? And so he becomes, when they execute him by electrocution, he's come to life in the electrical circuitry. Okay, now this is, electricity is synonymous with spirit. So he's spirit walking as the crooked man. All right, the shocker is, this is the death row guy. This is the guy on death row. Pull up the death row logo for Death Row Records.
Okay, let's do it.
And do it side by side with this.
Snoop Dogg on death row now. And they said they would never been on death row. Tookie would never.
See the black and white picture right there? That's death row.
I got it.
That's the knock to me from Tupac.
I got it right here. Telling you that they're gonna do Tookie. I got it. You want me to do it side by side with it, huh?
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Come on, baby. Load that bottom part up. Oh, yeah, go right there. Okay. All right, there you go.
See there? Crooked man on the death row?
Yep.
Right? Now, if you pull up Eazy-E and Twin Towers, you're gonna see two big ass Crips, one on each side of them.
Oh yeah, this shit better get good, right? Twin Towers. Okay. You see it? This at the funeral right
It's
there.
unmistakable when you see it. These niggas is huge.
Okay. It says Eazy-E Twin Towers.
Put Crips behind it.
Okay. Crips. Oh, right here. Oh no, that's it. Okay.
Hold on. I just seen the picture. That ain't it. Scroll down. A little bit down.
Okay. Okay. All right, let me scroll down. I might need to go back and one match back one more time and then let you see it again. I think I might have messed it up when I hold up.
Yeah, go back one.
Okay, there you go. Now you see it. You see it now?
Hold on. No, scroll down.
Okay. That's all they got right there. So, let's see with Crips. Let me just type in with Crips. With Crips. This might be them niggas right here. Is that the blue in the first one?
It's just three people. It's Eazy-E and two Crips.
Okay, all right.
They big as hell.
I gotta find that picture, man. Whether they crap that one out. Okay, that's easy. Oh yeah, this about to be good. Eazy-E with two tall Crips. Let's see. Maybe wait. Okay, let me type this in. So they got it on the Twin Towers? Two tall guys?
That's what they was under. That's how I found them.
Two tall guys. They got Crip outfits on.
They ain't all blue. You can't mistake the picture when you see it.
That's what I was thinking is well, it ain't them. This one when I see this Eazy with some Crips on now. Okay.
Put Eazy-E bodyguards.
Hey,
just try that. It might be under bodyguards.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's try that. Oh yeah. That's gonna hit right there. Right here. Is that it? Oh, yeah, that's it right here. The first picture right there in it. The Mexican nigga.
They on a brick wall.
Okay,
there they go on a picture that's up. They under there in the middle.
Right here.
Yeah, that's them.
Right here. Okay, let me say
that's the picture. That's the picture saying that that Eazy-E was under the protection of Big Tookie by the gorilla knocks, by the gorillas.
Oh shit. So how the fuck they got the Eazy, man? And injected. Should.
That was a knock, so I can look at Ice Cube gonna tell the same story. We finna go to that next.
Okay, all right. What is that? Here you go, right here. All right, let me.
Okay, take them other two down so you can blow this up.
Oh yeah.
Right. This means he under the protection of Big Tookie and the gorillas.
Damn, some big ass niggas, man.
Yep.
And then did you tell this right here a sign how he got his hand? That's a gorilla protection. That means he's somebody protecting him. I know this sign right here. Yeah.
So that means ain't shit finna happen to Eazy, period. Okay, now the left bump came off the Ice Cube.
Okay.
America's Most Wanted was who he was.
Okay.
Okay, that's Death Row Records, two of America's Most Wanted, Snoop Dogg and Tupac.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the America's Most Wanted warns us about a lethal injection. Go to YouTube.
Okay. You want the music video?
No, I'm not gonna pull up music video. Go to YouTube, type in Snoop Dogg on Eazy-E injected with AIDS.
Okay, all right, let's get.
I mean, Suge Knight.
Suge
Knight says, Suge Knight.
Inject Eazy-E with AIDS.
Right.
On he talking about on Send Your Hall show. Suge Knight. Inject.
Eazy-E injected with AIDS.
Okay, I got you right here. Here we go, right here. This one right here to play this one.
No.
Which
Play
one?
the second one.
Right here.
Yeah. Now this is Death Row telling me to look at the album Lethal Injection.
You did it. The word.
Hey, who did this album Legal Injection?
Ice Cube did.
Okay, all right. Okay, cool. What the?
Yes. Oh, it's not. Oh no, that's just fresh out of jail. Come check you out, right? Right. Why the bulletproof vest? Oh, it's not. Oh no, that's just it's because you know style. You've been in the can for a while. Talk your horse to learn. It's a new thing, right? Yeah. See, if somebody gonna do something about it, see, technology is so high, right? Right. So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they call. They get blood from somebody with AIDS. Yeah. And then they shoot you with it. Oh, so that's no bad. That's a slow death. Yeah. Easy thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, no.
Wow.
Wait, light in the moon.
Wow.
Well,
Okay, so what he telling me is that you see the bottom of Suge Knight's shoes are showing, right?
Uh-huh.
That means it's a dead man talking.
Then he got his legs crossed. Oh yeah, I see it.
When you see the bottom of their feet, that means dead man talking.
Uh-huh.
He's delivering the message of a dead man. This is the message from Big Tookie.
Okay.
He accepted the lethal injection.
Okay.
Which was actually cryogenics.
Okay.
So Ice Cube froze, right? On Ruthless Records, he established his own label, and then he came out with Lethal Injection. Pull up the album cover.
Okay, I got you.
This is to knock back to what Suge just said.
Man, it's messed up, bro.
It's smart as hell.
Not like how was if Suge really did that to Eazy, man.
Suge didn't do you ain't following along.
Okay.
They telling the story.
Okay, all right, I'm with you. I'm just gonna just listen.
Okay, now you got Lethal Injection, Ice Cube, right?
Uh-huh. Okay, let me pull it up. Oh yeah, it's about to get good, y'all.
Now remember, Ice Cube was America's Most Wanted. Two of America's Most Wanted was on death row.
Uh-huh.
One of them is Big Tookie.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right? So it's a mirror flip.
Damn, look at how he doing it. And they got a picture that look like Eazy.
I don't know if it looked like Eazy, but
well, like a young
dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. So it got a lethal injection needle. Now notice that it's blue. The serum in it is blue.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's an ice cube that's frozen. That's putting him on ice.
Right.
Right. So that goes to Eldridge Cleaver. Soul on Ice. Pull up the book cover.
You cold, bro. Eldridge Cleaver. Hey, spell his last name. Cleaver.
Clever.
Okay, yeah.
He got two books, Soul on Ice to Soul on Fire.
Soul on Fire. Okay, here we go right here. I'm gonna say that.
This is gonna take me into what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, that's fire. Let me save a picture of them. And you want me to say both book covers? Just that.
Yeah,
fire?
we're gonna put them side by side.
Okay, Soul on
But
Fire.
before we go to him though, I'm gonna have you pull up a Denzel Washington movie, Creasy Bear.
All right.
Man on Fire is the name of the movie.
Soul on Ice. Okay, hold up, let me get this. Then you need to Denzel. Okay, I'm going to Denzel next. Let's say two of them just in case that don't say. All right, Denzel. The movie you said was
Man on Fire.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a fire one. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite Denzels.
This is about a protection detail.
With the little girl. Yeah, here we go right here. We may change the album cover.
Just the movie cover.
Okay, I got you. Okay. What else you need?
Okay, then erase that and put Creasy Bear. Crease Bear.
I ain't never seen this one.
See them patches right there to get the one all the way on the right at the
Right
top
here?
row.
Okay. Right here, it's Creasy Bear right here. Okay, I got you.
Okay, then pull up the California flag.
All right.
It got a bear on it. This is all triangulating in on where they're telling me that
Oh shit, Rod. We got them. Somebody say Rod, get them. We can't say get them, you know, but get them. Hey, you hard, Rod. Okay, what else you need? What else you need? You want to go ahead and load that blow that up for you?
yeah. Okay, now the red house, the bear in the red house is the same as the gorilla in the blue house.
Okay.
Suge Knight is the bear in the red house that's bumping to get the gorilla out off death row in the blue house. Eldridge Cleaver went from a soul on ice that was the coldest motherfucking read with his with his serial raping ass.
What?
And he went to a Christian and he became a soul on fire, and that's hot garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So the reverse of that on the Tookie knock, because Eldridge Cleaver had the gorilla grip, meaning he was a master out of the gorilla clan. Right? He just honed his skills for the wrong shit. Anyway, so Eldridge Cleaver, soul on ice, a bad motherfucker, soul on fire, hot garbage. Reflect Big Tookie. A man on ice becomes the man on fire. The man on fire, click them out and pull up Creasy Bear. Pull up the movie.
Come on back up again, baby. Oh, there you go. What just happened? Okay, here we go. You say pull up Creasy Bear and leave that bear up there, right?
Pull up the movie cover first.
Okay. Creasy Bear. The movie,
pulling up the patch. I want the movie cover first.
Okay, hold on. I might didn't get that movie cover then. Hold up.
It's right there. I just seen it. It was on the other side of the two patches.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, you said on right. That's Man on Fire.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay, Man on Fire is it? Okay, no, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay, so when the soul on ice or the man on ice becomes a man on fire when he start out, when he's reactivated. Okay. Remember, in the movie, Denzel Washington was retired, but they reactivated him to be security for this little girl.
Yeah, he sure did. Go ahead.
Right? Yeah. And when they reactivated him, he put everything on the line, including his life, to protect that little girl.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Little blonde hair, blue-eyed girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's King Kong. ain't got shit on me, right?
Yep.
Okay, King Kong was trying to protect too, a little white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, the Creasy Bear, pull up the patch now.
I got you.
Is the Greasy Bear. You see the word Creasy?
Yeah, I see it.
Right. The C is the G.
Okay.
It's a Greasy Bear, which is a mechanic, a grease monkey.
Yeah, that's
on
right.
a knot.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'm reading the signs and I'm comparing it with people I know in order to track down who is this motherfucking soul on ice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know because they keep coming up with the C and the color blue. You see his blue shirt,
yeah,
right?
He like a crib shirt. Yeah, like he just like a little crib bear.
Now you see the gun in his hand is in the shape of the 7.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then in his right hand is the spirits.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So this flips me California because of the C. And California had to have a bear for a logo.
Let me pull it up.
Takes us to the state symbol of California to determine if I'm correct. California Republic.
Yep.
You see the red 5-point star, right?
Yep.
That's the 5-point star of Venus.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's also love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Okay.
That's the direction that the bear, Sugar Bear, remember?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm with
it's you. Going in the direction of the 5-point star, the red star. The red star is the star of the Red Lodge to get redemption for the Creasy Bear, the man on fire.
Yeah.
All right. So now he's delivering the message. Shoot. This is represented by the California Bear following the red star.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. Now, in the Blue Lodge, you don't follow the red star. You follow the blue star.
Okay.
The blue star is the 6-point star David.
Okay.
All right. Now, before we go any further, I'm about to sing you something.
He got the 5-pointed star on his shirt too.
Mm-hmm.
Blue with the blue shirt with the white 5-pointed star.
Right, because he's mirroring the red 5-pointed star. Now, what I'm about to send you, we're gonna play this.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh yeah, y'all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, y'all. If you're in the building, hit that bell if you're new to the channel. If you want to show the brother Rod Hayes some love, although he don't do it for the money, we dropped his cash app in the links. And we also got it pinned it for the people that's asking about it. We got it pinned it in the pins, but we're gonna be dropping it periodically every certain amount of minutes. So we got 500 people in here. Everybody hit that like, man. I think it's more than that because I haven't switched off to switch back on yet. Once I switch off, switch back on, it really shows.
Okay, I just sent you a YouTube link.
Okay, I'm gonna get it right now. Let me get it. Oh yeah, it's about to go down.
Shout out to Brother Crumb who posted this. This is Cherokee knock to see if I know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is the reign of Ray Haggins right here today.
Yeah.
We finishing a shout out to Brother Ray Haggins to verify what I'm about to say, but I'm also about to tie you into some other sources. So we're gonna run a series of rebuttals based on this clip you about to show.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fire. You said you're finna go in, so hey, it's like we just going up, warming up here. It's always it's gonna make it easy to do it like this. Cherokee flip on the knockback, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to send you a photo lineup.
Okay, all right. Cherokee flip on them up, baby.
Make a folder just for these photos so they don't get jumbled up.
Well, okay, I got you. Right here. Here we go. You want me to roll it? I'm gonna roll it right now.
Yeah, let that roll while I send you these.
All right.
Right. Literally said, I don't know why anybody say that the Hebrews was, or the Jews was from America. I don't know where these motherfuckers over here believe that the indigenous people of this land is Hebrews. Everything in that book is taking place in the Middle East. What the fuck you got to do with us over here?
Cherokee carried a sacred ark before them into battle. He states the Cherokee linguistic structure is almost identical to the Hebrew language.
Hey, turn it down a
The word for white is Hava, or Ava, or Shava is the. He states the Cherokee linguistic structure is almost identical to the Hebrew language.
What about that right there?
Cherokee carried a sacred ark before them into battle. He states the Cherokee linguistic structure is almost identical to the Hebrew language. The Cherokee word for wife is Hava, or Ava, or Shava is the Hebrew word commonly translated as Eve and means life-giving. The Cherokee word for earth is Yankain, which means Yah's footstool. New moon assemblies with the new year beginning at the first sighting of the new moon during the spring equinox. In both Hebrew and Cherokee cultures, days are counted from the sundown. Both days had a daily sacrifice of fat, including peace offerings, sin offerings, trespass offerings. High priests of both cultures wore a white cotton cloak, 72 bells, a sleeveless jacket, and a breastplate set 12 stones. Cherokees have feast days that closely resemble Passover, Pesach, Feast of First Fruits, Purim, Pentecost.
Okay, you can stop that.
Yeah,
It was too loud anyway. You couldn't hear it.
Okay, yeah, but hey, well, we're gonna share it in the links. So after they the class, they can go check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We do it.
So I'm gonna be sending you some more of them, and we're gonna be sharing them in the link. Okay, just go to me and you for a minute because I got to get something off my motherfucker. I'm off my chest.
Okay, all right. Let me slide these pictures right here for you too. You want me to slide these pictures on there for you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slide them right now. Let me set it up. Oh yeah, y'all. It's about to get greasy. The greasy bear. They got a garage called Grease Monkey Garage in Dallas. I say, man, that's a them boys shoot some kind of slick, some slick shit there. You know what I'm saying? With that Grease Monkey Garage. Okay, all right. Let me get that. So down, it's gonna be a messages. Hey, this right here, modern day, that Rod showing y'all how to do that message flip on the land, man. It's that message flip on the land. That smoke signals, the new smoke signals. It's pictures, messages. Okay, it's gonna be these right here. All right, let me create another folder for it so it don't get messed up. All right, boom. I'll rename it in a minute. Let me slide it. Sit there. All right. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Let them know, Joe. We got flow, Joe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody just asked about this question, Rod.
Okay, I want to go to me and you before we go to these photos right here.
Okay. Can you see us?
I can see the photos.
Okay, you can't. Oh, you want me? Okay, let me stop it then.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, now look.
Okay.
I said, you heard what I said in the video, right?
Yeah.
Why these niggas keep identifying with this Bible trash, and this Bible trash is what they brought over here.
Yeah.
Remember I told you that, right?
Yeah.
Now they brought up some Cherokee jargon Another made-up tribe. That's what I'm finna show you. Cherokee is made up to undermine the organic people of the land. This is what these photos we about to look at is.
Okay.
If you don't know what your enemy did, you can't get your people out of it. I'm showing y'all in real time what they did.
Okay.
Buckle y'all seatbelts, because you finna find out that we ain't had nothing to do with nothing in that Bible before 1492.
That's right.
First of all, who in the heck is a Cherokee? Where them sun guns come from?
That's right.
That's not no organic tribal name. Let's go to them photos and let's show y'all what I'm talking about.
Let me share that. There we go. First up.
Blow it up. I want to be able to see this.
Okay.
Okay, this is the Elliott Indian Bible. This is when they start coming in, adapting a Bible to suit us to steal our birthright. They say the Elliott Indian Bible, Algonquin, Mamuse, Wunutupuatami, Up Biblum, God, also known as the Algonquin Bible, was the first translation of the Christian Bible into an indigenous American language, as well as the first Bible published in British North America. Now, who North America they say?
British North America.
British North America.
Yeah.
It was prepared by English Puritans, missionary John Eliot, by translating the Geneva Bible into the Massachusetts language. Printed in Cambridge, Massachusetts, the work was first appeared in 1661 with only the New Testament. An edition included all 66 books of both the Old and New Testament was printed in 1663. Right? So now this is giving you biblical history of the Bible that they brought over here with them and how they adapted it to our culture. Nobody did never hear me say that they didn't steal our symbols.
Yeah.
Nobody did never hear me say that they didn't steal parts of our culture to adapt their narrative to suit. Right? Okay, now, the inscription of the 1663 edition cover page, beginning with Mamuse Wunupanatbe, Up Biblum God, corresponds in English to the whole Holy His Bible God, both Old Testament and New Testaments. This term by the servant of Christ, who was called John Eliot. The preparation of and printing of Eliot's work was supported by the Society of Propagation of the Gospel in New England, whose governor was the eminent scientist Robert Boyle. Okay, so now this is telling you when they was adapting the Bible to suit the culture of the people that was here. Okay, let's go to the next slide, because we're trying to find out who these Cherokees is.
Yeah, right. Let's get them.
Okay, so this still talking about the Bible. Stephen Day of England contacted Jose Glover, a wealthy minister who disagreed with the religious teachings of the Church of England, to transport a printing press to America in 1638. Glover died at sea while traveling to America. His widow, Elizabeth Harris Glover, Stephen Day, and the press arrived in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Miss Glover opened her print shop with the assistance of Day. Day started the operation of the first American print shop, which was forerunner of Harvard University Press. The press was located in the house of Henry Dunster, the first president of Harvard College, where religious materials such as the Bay Psalm book were published in the 1640s. Elizabeth Glover married president of Harvard College, Henry Dunster, on June 21st, 1641. Now, they telling you how they bringing the Bible over here and adapting it to the culture of the natives, and these are the people who is doing it. Okay, let's go.
Got him. I see what's happening here. Go ahead.
Okay, now, an act of Parliament in 1649, Parliament enacted an act for the promoting and propagating of the gospel of Jesus Christ in New England, which set up a corporation in England consisting of a president, a treasurer, and 14 people to help them. The name of the corporation was the President's, scroll up, the President's Society for the Propagation of the Gospel in New England. But it was later known simply as the New England Company. The corporation had the power to collect money in England for the missionary purposes in New England. This money was received by the commissioners of the United Colonies of New England and dispersed for missionary purposes such as Eliot's Indian Bible. Now I was telling you who paid for it. Now you know who made it. Now you seeing who paid for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Because I want to know who these Cherokee motherfuckers is. How did Cherokee get their name? The Cherokee are North American Indians of Iroquois lineage who constituted one of the largest politically integrated tribes at the time of European colonization of the Americas. Their name derived from the Creek word meaning people of different speech. Many prefer to be known as Kituwa or Tusalagi, who was the tribes they still in their birthright. That's why they don't like that Cherokee shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
These is the tribes they call Cherokee. The Kituwa and the Tusalagi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next. We're gonna read some more about this Cherokee word history. The etymology, most likely from the Cherokee autonym Salagi. They don't even sound the same. Derivation from a Choctaw exonym, meaning those who live in caves. Who live in the fucking caves?
Yeah, right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right.
Compare Chiluk. Cave also has been suggested. The Iroquois term for the Cherokee was, you see the word, inhabitant of the cave country, as has derivation from a Creek term for person who speaks a non-Creek language, to speak a non-Creek language. So let's go. Any more?
Hey, these are them Fugaloids, man. Them Fugaloids. It's a little bit more on this.
Whatever is origin, the ethnonym, that means that the ethnic group attached to this, entered European languages at an early date, perhaps as early as 1670s.
Oh yeah.
In Spanish, the people are called Tlaxcaltecas as early as 1755.
Yeah, so I should drop the bomb right there. Boom.
Let's go. They're gonna tell me what some Cherokee say and they ain't even original.
Yeah.
The original slave Bible was published. Now this is brought up because of how they adapt the Bible to suit the narrative that they want to push and to push the agenda. They will rewrite the Bible. This is the slave Bible.
Yep, there you go.
The original slave Bible was published by Law and Gilbert Publishing House in London in 1807. And the company belonging to Fisk University was published the following year. It was published on behalf of the Society for the Conversion of Negro Slaves to educate enslaved Africans and preserve their system of slavery. Why was it written?
To put niggas in slavery.
So when I'm telling you that Bible shit don't got nothing to do with us, I'm not telling you they didn't steal parts of our culture to rewrite it in order to make it suit our historical lineage. They trying to steal our bloodline. Of course they're gonna do that. They stole our symbols, right? They stole our colors and they misappropriated. They infiltrated us at every level. If you don't understand that, this Bible gonna hold you a trap forever. But let's break free.
Now that was the last slide, but I got a couple questions on that particular subject.
Let's go while I send you the next video.
Okay, all right, send me the next video. I'm gonna just ask this question. Send me the next video so I can hold it up. But okay, so they brought that Bible over here, and even in ancient Kemet, I know we had it. If we was doing way before the Bible, you know what I'm saying? So the whole thing on the whole game on the Bible was to pretty much put a spell on us. If you want to sum it up, huh? What you think, Rod? Put a spell on us?
It's exactly what it was for.
Yeah.
That's why I'm finna go to these slides I'm about to see.
It's part of the Conjure War. It's part of the Conjure War.
Yes.
Yeah, it's part of the Conjure War.
Okay, I just sent you a YouTube slide.
I got you. Let me get it.
And when you pull it up, push play on it, and then I'm gonna be sending you another one.
Okay, I got you.
Now, this is the Ray Haggins edition, y'all. So this is to give a shout out to the brother Ray Haggins and show him that his works ain't gone in vain, because we know exactly what he's talking about.
Shout out to the brother Ray Haggins, man. If he's watching, you feel me?
And I wanted to find the video where he talked about the Penapi Bible.
Okay.
The Penapi Bible was in the native tribe that they could not, under no conditions, convince them to convert to Christianity.
Okay.
So after years of studying the Penapi people, the Catholic Church issued a brand new edition of the Bible called the Penapi Bible, which say that the Penapi people was the ones who killed Jesus, and they had to repent in order for them not to be sent to hell for eternity.
Yeah, yeah.
So if anybody run across that video, Ray Haggins, and y'all familiar with this video, please share it in the comments. I didn't have a chance to do the research properly to get that clip, but we still got some Ray Haggins to put this in perspective, that all this Bible crap is fake.
Yeah, a lot of brothers talk bad about the brother Ray Haggins, but I like all of our brothers. I take shit for all of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to brother Ray Haggins. You want me to go and roll it?
Yep, roll that beautiful beam footage. Ray Haggins is one of my elders. They can't tell me nothing about it.
Yeah, you can't tell me. You can't tell me who I can like and who I can't like. That's your perspective. You know what I'm saying? I like everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so we're gonna roll it, bro. Roll that beautiful beam footage, like they say, right?
But it was a God manufactured by the historiographers who gave us these venomous people in the first place. Now, why do that? Because if you make up a lie and give it to a people to believe in, they'll never get the results that they're looking for. They're believing a lie. They don't know they believe in a lie, though. Am I making sense, people? All religions, as I stated, are based on the life, deeds, and events of people who never historically existed. Adam. That writes out the three major religions right there. That's right. So, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. And notice how the order I named them in. Okay? Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Judaism is, believe it or not, the last one of the three. We've been taught it's the
What do you say, Elder?
Oh, let's run that back. Hey, let's run that back, Rod. Let's roll that.
And Judaism. Judaism is, believe it or not, the last one of the three. We've been taught it's the first one because we've been reading the Old Testament. No, they wrote themselves back into history. That's how that goes.
Remember I said they wrote that to give it a backstory?
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Remember when I was saying that they wrote the Old Testament to get a New Testament a backstory?
Yeah.
Because they trying to steal our birthright.
Yeah.
So they created a religious holy text to convince us that we some religious holy people from the Bible chosen by Enlil at the close of the age when we ain't them and they ain't us. Yeah. We look alike, but we ain't the same.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let Ray Haggins finish telling me.
Okay.
It's always easy to write in reverse. Adam never existed. Noah never existed. Abraham never existed. And y'all don't have, anybody here got a Bible with them? Nobody brought a Bible. You got a Bible, brother? Good. What verse we got there, man? King James. Go on, brother.
Now remember King James, because it's going to come back up later.
Say?
Remember that King James reference. It's going to come back up later.
Okay.
I sent you 2 more Ray Haggins videos. It's a part 1 and a part 2. We're going to play both of them too.
I got you.
Brother, do me a favor. I need you to help me since you have your Bible. If you will turn to Galatians, the 4th chapter of Galatians. Now, see, usually when I talk this verse, I have a Bible and I read it. And usually when I read this, those who are Christians say, I want to see that in my Bible. Okay, so he has his Bible, Galatians, the 4th chapter, verse 22. What does it say, please? Nice and loud. Stop right there. Stop, slow down, slow down. Notice what it says. It says, it is written. It didn't say it's true. That's right. This is for it is written. That's what it said. What else, brother? That Abraham had 2 sons. Abraham had 2 sons. Now, I don't know how many of y'all know this story out of the biblical text. Abraham had a son. His oldest son, according to the biblical text, was Ishmael. All right? Who was the son of the Egyptian woman Hagar. Right? And then he had another son 14 years later whose name was Isaac. All right? Who was the son of his so-called wife Sarah. Okay, now one of the things I'm still trying to figure this one out, and that is, how is it Abraham, who we've been taught was a Hebrew, had sex with an Egyptian and gave birth to an Arab? I'm still trying to put that one together. Because all the Arabs will tell you that they are the children of Ishmael. That's what they say. Okay, go ahead, brother, read on. The one by bondmaid, which was Hagar the Egyptian. Go ahead. The other by a free woman, which was Sarah, right? Go ahead. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh.
Now I can't say this part though about what he said, the Arab part. The word Arab means to roam. And
it means wanderer.
Yeah, wander. And those beings did wander. Those beings he talking about, those Ishmaelites, those Somalians and far people did travel around and wander, and they became, that's why they said they were called Arabs. But the original Arabs are the Bantu people, the Nubians in Sudan. They are the real Arabs, the real Romans. Like they was roaming before the Watusis landed. But I just want to add that part. But that's but Ray Hagen got his perspective. I ain't disagreeing with nobody's perspective. I'm just saying that's another.
The only thing right now we focused on is the words, was we Christians or Hebrews before they brought that Bible over here.
That's right.
And he telling you nobody in the Bible is historically accurate. Nobody existed that's in the Bible. So how can that be our culture? Because all our ancestors
right. It's a game.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
He was born out of sin, in other words, because God didn't promise this one. God promised the other one, according to the Jews. Go ahead. But he of the free woman was by promise. But he of the free woman, meaning Sarah and Isaac, was a promise. Now, this brother's getting ready to read a phrase that I'm sure was never brought to his attention before. And it probably wasn't brought to a lot of y'all's attention. What is the first few words in the 24th verse, brother? Which things are an allegory. Thank you.
Right there, that shit.
It said, which things are an allegory. In case y'all don't know what an allegory is, an allegory means it's not a true story. It's not a real event. It's a story that was made up. It was an illustration that was created to make a point. In other words, according to their own Bible, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Ishmael, Hagar, Sarah, it's all an allegory. It never happened historically. Now, if Abraham never historically lived, then that means Isaac wasn't real. If Isaac wasn't real, Jacob wasn't real. That's right. And if Jacob wasn't real, let's run up the line. That's right. That's right. The so-called tribes of Israel weren't real. That's right. The line from the tribe of Judah wasn't real. Right. It's all allegory. Now, I didn't put that in that book. You don't like it? Take it out. Tear your page off. I don't care. They don't change it.
I think something going on, Rod, with the live.
What did it say?
It ain't showing this Rod Hayes video. I mean, it ain't showing this video. It is playing it, but it ain't showing it. Oh, let me try to do it again. Hey, y'all in the chat, can y'all see that video? That should be it right there.
Every culture got their story.
But I can't even see you, man. Okay.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to see me while this playing.
Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna, Buddha.
Say what?
You ain't supposed to see me while the video playing. Only you.
No, I don't even see the video while it's live. I don't even see the video.
I see it now. At first, it was the picture up, now the video is up.
Okay, all right. So yeah, now you want they could hear. So they can hear it, but they couldn't see the video. Okay, all right, my bad, man. I don't know what was going on with it. All right,
yeah.
Shit,
right okay,
here.
Now let's go to the part one of the other one. Now this is all the people in the Bible are fake. Brother Young Elder gonna share these links in the so y'all can go see them.
All right, let's go back to like videos. All right, I already saved them in here. Let me load them up. Oh yeah, that's Rod Hayes. I used to watch these videos all the time with that brother, and I used to say, man, this brother got something too. He got something because he reminded me of my grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
So now they telling me I don't know what I'm talking about with a made-up tribe and a made-up book.
Hey, you know what? It's some dirty Moors. Those same Canaanite land Moors is coming after us, man. They be on my comments too. I block them.
I don't block them. They're gonna see this come up. They're gonna get this, they're gonna learn something here.
They're gonna get this work. They're gonna get this work.
You can fast forward this a little bit too.
Okay, all right. How far you want to go?
About 30 seconds in.
Okay. All right, there. There we go. This will get lit, y'all.
Before, as always, getting into what I want to talk about, especially out of respect to those who are visiting with us, today I'm going to say stuff, today I'm sure, no doubt about it. Okay, I'm going to say some things that are outside of the box or outside of your circumference of awareness. That's why whenever I do these lectures, I put this up here. What does it say? It's just a little fuzzy. Does anybody know how to sharpen that? Come on, Mr. Stewart, that's your machine, would you? And just kind of, it looks fuzzy to me. How about to you? It looks just a little fuzzy, and I want to be sure that other way. And I don't know, is that it, y'all? Is that better? Yeah. Turn some more. Yeah. All right, too much. Don't be scared to turn it, girl. Turn that thing.
I watched this video before too, a long time ago.
These is 2 clips from it. We finished the show. They're about 5 minutes apiece.
Notice what it says. The space inside this circle represents my realm of knowledge. Everybody say, I have a realm of knowledge.
I have a realm of knowledge.
Now, what's important about that is that's important to you. Okay? But you must understand, okay, that everything that you think you know about whatever you think you know is inside this circumference of awareness. The problem is we make the mistake of thinking that whatever is in our circle is all there is to know. Okay, so please understand that there's more to know than what is within the circumference of your awareness. Ashe? All right. The subject today is Egypt, the source of the Bible. Now, if you notice on the screen, I have another word there after Egypt in parentheses, and that word is Kemet.
We more accurately spell it with English characters KMT. We insert the vowels so that we can pronounce it in English. Kemet means black. Okay? The ancient name of Egypt was Kemet, or the land of the blacks. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Not like it is.
Oh.
You go over there.
Okay, now he say Kemet mean land of the blacks. Remember what Sumer mean? Land of the black-haired people. Right?
Yeah.
So they mirror cultures because the invaders is mirroring ancient Egypt.
Okay.
So when they putting the Bible together, they are using the Babylonian mystery system to usurp the Egyptian mystery system. You with me? Okay, so this is what he's talking about. Let's go.
Today, you won't hardly see any black folks. Okay, because of the ethnic cleansing that's going on. All right, but many, many years ago, there were no light-skinned people in Canada. More of the light-skinned stuff has taken place as a result of the ethnic invasion.
Go ahead.
Now you remember Baba showed us a picture in several different scrolls of the different ethnic makeups of the peoples of Europe. He showed us the Abyssinians, the Nubians. He showed us a couple more of them, but they was all in the hieroglyphics, the different ethnic groups of people that were commonly found in back then ancient Egypt. You had a group that was from the Middle East in Persia. The Persians came in, they were the ones with the big almond eyes and the wavy black hair. Them came in off of an amalgamation with the people from Northeast Africa, known as the Middle East, amalgamating with the people they call Hindus in India. And that's what produced those people that came into Egypt from that area at that time. Now the Aryans of India is the children of Enlil from one of his prior wives that's from Nirvana.
That's right. Go ahead.
They the ones came down and they was the ones responsible to keep the records of the Vimanis Wars, which is the wars of the me and the earth fighting against the Anunnaki rebellion of Enlil.
200 fallen, all that. Go ahead.
All that ties back into this, this whole dynamic of warfare. The Bible is an instrument of warfare.
Right. Go ahead.
Push play.
All right. Oh yeah, to add what he said, when he said light skin, I wanted to do he mean white, like white people light skin, because it was
listen, if you go back and read Black Man of the Nile and his family, they tell you in there the herb that the Egyptian priests used to give to the Greeks when they brought them from Europe that kept them tanned enough for the sun not to burn them.
Okay, all right.
So we had an herbal remedy, so they had to be there.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, when I'm talking about light skin, I'm talking about the well, they ain't really light skin, they really brown, like real light brown, the Sands man. And
oh no, he ain't talking about them. He's talking about what we call Europeans stock today.
Yeah, the real Egyptians. They the real Egyptians. It means burnt face. That's what it means, burnt face. They don't we don't call Egyptians. Go ahead.
Kemet. When it comes to the discussion about the Bible, there are a lot of doctrinal views that have to be taken into consideration. And the reason for that is in order to communicate to the mind of your listener or the mind of the reader.
What the hell is this?
Go to part 2.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, man, they playing games now. Cause
No, they already shortened up, so I don't have to play the whole.
Okay, here we go, right here. Boom,
Okay,
go,
now
right?
I'm finna send you another one for after this one.
Okay.
Material. We who are disseminating this information have to be very diplomatic in how we present it. And I'll tell you why. More than 85% of the people who live in the Western world have been influenced in one way or another by what is known the world's best seller.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what the world's best-selling book is? Number one seller in the world.
It's the Bible.
Is the Bible.
Right.
Now, there are two ways to look at that. You can look at it from the perspective that most of us have been taught to look at it from, and that is because they say it is the word of God.
Pause.
Black ass glasses.
Now you notice you say we can look at it from the perspective that they taught us, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that perspective being that the Bible is the word of God.
Uh-huh.
So if we fall for the dynamic that the Bible is the word of God, and we the organic people of the earth, and the God of the earth, we the God of the earth people.
Yeah, that's right.
So we can automatically have an affinity toward the chosen people of God being the chosen, the big mama on earth.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you don't know what happened, you can't unravel this motherfucking mystery. Let's go.
Yeah. Which God? You know what I'm saying?
You can look at it from this perspective. That the Bible is not the number one best-selling book in the world because the masses have chosen to buy it. Let me say it again to you. It's not that the masses have chosen to buy a Bible. The Bible, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is the number one selling book in the world because it is a requirement for being a part of a society.
Pay attention.
The body of Christ, or also known as the church. You can't be in the church and not have a Bible. You can't be in the mosque and not have a Quran. You can't be in the synagogue and not have a Torah or a Talmud. All of these religions mandate that you have the religious literature that promotes that particular religion. So people buy it because it's mandatory. It's mandatory to possess a Bible, at least a devotional reading Bible. Even if you don't have a good study Bible, you gotta have a Bible. So since it's mandatory, even people who don't have money go get a Bible.
Damn.
You know how they do it? They borrow somebody else's. Or they'll steal somebody else. That's some deep stuff.
That's some deep
they'll
stuff.
Steal a Bible because the mandate is that strong. Or when they check into a hotel, they'll take the Gideon Bible. Because something in their psycho-viscera has told them, you've got to have a Bible.
Pause.
Some serious programming, y'all.
Serious programming.
Okay, now, he's telling you that in order to be part of this society that they call the body of Christ, the Bible is a prerequisite for that social structure to be applied to what you believe. It don't have to be true.
Yeah, right.
If the Bible not true and my ancestors was real, how in the am I going to ascribe a non-true doctrine of control and manipulation of masses of people by a made-up tribe called Cherokee to tell me that they was the Hebrews of this book they called the Bible, when nobody in the book existed.
Yeah.
And they stole the doctrine by rewriting stories they found in ancient Kemet, which was set up by us. This is how come I know the story so well.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And this is how I know that how they use it to enslave us mentally and spiritually in this conjure war under a biblical contract. The biblical contract expired by act of Congress with a 400-year recognition of so-called slaves in America in 2019. And the commemoration date begins at 1619. Right? Let's finish letting Ray Haggins play. We go because he only got 2 minutes left, and then we're gonna go to the next video, which tells them about what's a settlement of America.
Another thing to add before I match play is that, like, you can not like the Bible or you can talk bad about the Bible, but to burn it or to shoot it up is breaking galactic law. That's against galactic law, because galactic law states a religious item of somebody, even though you might not believe that it's religious, a religious item of somebody that belongs to somebody, and you destroy it, that's breaking galactic law. So
it's not a religious relic. This is where everybody get the Bible misconstrued. The Bible is a tool of warfare.
Go ahead.
It's an instrument of psychosocial political warfare.
It's not even a religious artifact. So that's
no, it don't fall under the guidelines of a sacred relic.
That's right. So what would be would the pyramids be considered as a sacred?
Those are sacred relics, but they still defaced them.
Okay, yeah, okay, go ahead.
You gotta remember, a lot of us don't know that the pyramids used to be covered in marble of different colors.
That's right. Limestone. That's right.
Right. So when they looking at the structures that's there now, they only seeing a remnant. Right. Hollywood is what Egypt was to us over there. It was to reenact the holy drama and put it in the psyche of the children of Enki who dwelled on the continent of Africa. And so that they would have it as part of their mystery system, the conflict between Enlil and Enki that started the light lockdown by the Galactic Council.
That's right.
So when I tell you that the Bible, when you don't got nothing to do with us, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. When you claim that Bible as part of your historical heritage, you become party to the fraud.
That's right.
Right? And when you become party to the fraud, that's called being a willful participant in a fraudulent activity in the free will universe. Okay. You got the right to be as deceived if you choose to be, but don't expect me to carry on in the charade of your deception.
That's right.
So when I tell you that don't got nothing to do with us, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Come on, let Ray Haggins take us on to the next one.
I got you. Let's go, baby.
Why is this subject so important today? Why is this subject of understanding Egypt, the source of the Bible, so important? I'll tell you why, family. Because before a people, before an individual can experience the power that is innately theirs. Everybody say, I have power already. Did you get that? Every African needs to understand that they already have power. See, the distraction for those of us who grew up under the influence, whether it was small or great, of Christianity or the European religion, the distraction for most of us was, you need to get the Holy Ghost so that you can have power. That's what they taught. Yeah. So as a result of it, many of us ignored the power that's already in us. Many of us ignored the power that you came out of your mama's womb with. Many of us ignored the ancestral power that's in our genetic memory banks and pursued into looking for something that they told us we need. Follow what I'm saying? Man, when you look for something that the oppressor tells you that you need.
So those dirty Moors brought Christianity over here as part of the Conjure War to enslave us.
Right. That was the first wave that came with Columbus. That's the long, protracted struggle. That's why we've been at war for 500 years.
You sent me another one. I got it right here. They wrote it.
Okay. This is telling you from the Europeans' perspective of why and how they colonized the United States. But pay attention when they keep mentioning the conflict between the Protestant church and the Catholic church.
Okay, all right. Like
no, this is about the Catholics' relationship with the indigenous people. Watch some of the crap they tell you in here.
Okay. Okay, I got it. You sent me another one on top of these two?
I don't think I sent the chat. I think that's the last one I sent you.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna roll it.
I got some more to send you though.
Okay.
To all corners of the world and to all peoples. As early as the 1500s, the faith was brought to Native Americans by Catholic missionaries from Europe. Now, according to recent numbers from the U.S.
Look at it.
Did you hear what he said?
Yep.
As early as the 1500s, the doctrine of the church was brought to the natives by Catholic missionaries, right? Everybody who studied the colonization of Africa and the Americas know that they always send in the priests first. Right? Okay, let's go.
And also, too, keep in mind, for the people that don't know, Catholic Church is the first Christian church.
Yep.
So,
U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, there are more than 500,000 Native American Catholics. This week, as some communities around the U.S. celebrated Indigenous Peoples Day, Vice President Kamala Harris spoke about some of the struggles Native Americans face.
She talking about us right here.
Likely to live in poverty, to be unemployed, and often struggle to get quality health care and to find affordable housing.
The reality of the present follows reports of abuse in the past.
All that stuff she just said is directly applied to what they call African Americans.
That's right.
Go back and listen to what she said again.
Black Negro
listen to what she's saying.
Right.
Native Americans face.
Native Americans are more likely to live in poverty, to be unemployed, and often struggle to get quality health care and to find affordable housing.
The reality of the present follows fresh reports of abuse in the past.
Hey, Rod, these right here like them damn them $5 Indians you were talking about.
Well, right now,
not these guys.
We ain't gonna worry about that right now, Elder.
Okay,
let it play.
Go ahead.
Indigenous populations in North America. Earlier this year, hundreds of unmarked graves and the bodies of Indigenous children were found throughout Canada at historic Indian residential schools, active starting in the 1800s in Canada and the U.S. They attempted to assimilate Indigenous populations.
Okay, now this is with all of those bodies was being discovered that the Catholic priests them had killed all of those kids, probably after they got done molesting them. Right? They was burying the kids in unmarked graves, and this is what they talking about. Those graves got discovered at the Catholic missionary schools.
What? Man, you
right
about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now push play.
That's sick.
Catholic Church played a role in some of these schools' founding.
Our parents have gone, was in a boarding school, and they had a great experience. They were actually happy and glad that the Jesuits had come and educated them.
Ben and Jennifer Blackbear are Catholics and Native Americans of the Rosebud tribe in South Dakota. They hear mixed stories, good and bad, from people who attended boarding schools in the United States, but they've been calling for an apology from U.S. bishops, saying it would bring healing to reservations across the country.
We know we can't change the past of everything, you know, how our people have been affected by this, but an apology, you know, we asked if there would be an apology.
Last month, bishops in Canada apologized for the role some Catholic religious communities and dioceses played, participating in the boarding system that led to suppression of Indigenous language, culture, history, and tradition. The bishops write, "We acknowledge the grave abuses that were committed by some members of our Catholic community, physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual, cultural, and sexual, and we are fully..."
Wow.
Go back to that little thing he was just reading. They acknowledge physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual, cultural, and sexual abuses. They acknowledge that. But the spiritual, psychological, and emotional part is directly tied with them forcing their religious doctrines up on the people, compelling the people to abandon their ancestral ways.
Wow.
This is all predicated up on the warfare. If you don't understand the Bible as an instrument of war, then you're a victim of warfare. You are a psychological POW.
Right. I feel you on it.
All right, let's go.
All right. That's powerful.
Acknowledge the grave abuses that were committed by some members of our Catholic community, physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual, cultural, and sexual, and we are fully committed to the process of healing and reconciliation. In 1987, Pope John Paul II addressed Native Americans during a visit to Phoenix, Arizona. Speaking about the early European movement to North America, he said, "The cultural oppression, the injustices, the disruption of your life and of your traditional societies must be..." He added there were positive...
You see what he's telling them?
Yeah.
How did they undermine the culture of the people? They gave them an alternative culture and snuffed them out from learning their own. And the Bible was the instrumental tool of that combat.
Wow, that's fire.
He acknowledged the injustices, the disruption of their life.
Yeah.
And the traditional societies, which mean your ancestral societies, must be acknowledged.
And they snuffed him out, didn't it? Didn't they snuff him out right after that?
No, not this one. This is a different one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
Contributions as well. The now saints said, "I wish to recall the work of the many missionaries who strenuously defended the rights of the original inhabitants of this land. From within Native communities have come stories of great faith. In 2012, Saint Kateri Tekakwitha was canonized as the first Native American saint, and there are ongoing causes for canonization of the La Florida martyrs and Nicholas Black Elk. But there's growing awareness that the church can do more." This year, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops voted to create a pastoral plan for Catholic Native American ministry. They noted that currently there is no guide for understanding or promoting this type of ministry in the U.S. church.
It's almost like we're forgotten. It's like we're all forgotten, and not just speaking like for...
Okay, that's enough for this.
But I think...
Okay, now, you see that the Catholic Church is instrumental in the ongoing Christianizing of the indigenous people of the land.
Yeah.
They are actively acknowledging that they brought that bullshit over here to subjugate the people. They acknowledge it. It's not a secret. It's not hidden.
Right.
So when I say the Bible ain't got nothing to do with us, this is what I'm talking about. So don't come to me with some made up tribe called Cherokee with some made up doctrine called the Bible to suppress and subjugate the people and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about and you proving me wrong. You ain't even proved the Cherokee is a real tribe.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, now
go ahead.
We're gonna take it a step further. We ain't done busting their head, Elder. We want to bust their head.
Hey, look, let's drop the hammer, man. I'm trying to drop the hammer on these guys.
Okay. So
finish them off.
Yeah. Ain't no sense of playing with them.
Yeah.
This one that I'm sending you now.
Okay.
Tells you about the settling of America by the British forces and they conflict with, just watch. This gonna shed a lot of light on why they use the Bible. Remember, the missionaries come before the force.
That's right. Just like in Africa when they came, they starved the people out.
The same thing.
Yep.
The missionaries coming in, they come in with that Jesus love you BS, and then steal your land and murder your people. Tell me the Bible was part of our cultural history. Ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah. We ain't never heard of it until they brought it. None of that shit, really. This line right up with everything I'm about to get ready to put out, bro. I'm telling you, always just be lining right up with it. Oh yeah, I'm talking about this line right up. This line right up. Let's roll it.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Good. We love history.
You fast forward a little bit past.
Subtle to make profit. It played a huge role of our early colony. All about it. Subtle to make profits under the mercantilist system, such as Virginia.
Back a little bit more.
South Carolina and Georgia Carolina under the mercantilist. He's going to tell you all about it.
Okay, right there.
While some colonies were founded and settled to make profits under the mercantilist system, such as Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, other colonies were founded on religious principles before they became profitable, such as Massachusetts and Rhode Island, who were founded by the Puritans, Pennsylvania, which was founded by the Quakers, and Maryland, which was founded by the Catholics.
Pause.
Each of these colonies was founded on religious freedom.
Catholics.
Religious freedom.
Okay, now they named 4 different colonies that were set up specifically for religious purposes. All 4 of them just so happened to be Bible thumpers.
Right, go ahead.
Right. The Catholics, the Puritans, and the Quakers, right? Okay, now what is their book of reference that they use for their doctrine?
The Bible.
All of them. Let's go.
So they had to make we already knew we was God, and we had the spiritual energy, we already knew that. So they had to come and we had to turn our shit over to God so God can own our shit.
Yes.
That's the game. And they the gods. They don't secretly.
I'm finna show you. Let this go, then we got one. We're gonna go somewhere after this. I'm gonna show you what they're doing.
I'm finna go.
Which was founded by the Catholics. Each of these colonies was founded on religious freedom. Religious freedom is the right to practice any religion you choose or to live without any religion at all. Some American colonists who came to these colonies were fleeing persecution by the Church of England. The king, as head of the church, would discriminate against other religions and people who did not belong to his church, known as the Anglican Church. The first example of a colony being founded on religious freedom is the Massachusetts Bay Colony. It was founded by John Winthrop and the Puritans at Plymouth, Massachusetts, or what you guys know as Plymouth Rock. They were fleeing persecution by the Anglican Church in England because the Puritan faith is different and more strict than the Church of England. Once there, the Puritans signed a document called the Mayflower Compact. It was named after their boat, the Mayflower. It's the first example of democratic self-government in the American colonies. The document set up a democratically elected government for the Puritans of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Next, we have Pennsylvania. William Penn founded Pennsylvania as a Quaker colony. Fun fact, do you ever wonder why there's no movie theaters and only one bar in Yorba Linda? Well, that's because Yorba Linda was founded as a Quaker city. Also, Friend's Church takes its roots from the Quaker Church. Another fun fact about Pennsylvania, William Penn's father.
Hey, I bet you these niggas were dog-skinned niggas, man. I bet you.
Was owed a debt by the King of England, Charles II. Pennsylvania is actually a colony that was given to William Penn as repayment for that debt. To make sure everyone knew.
Hey, my bad for stopping this, but the name Penn, see, like that's a Moorish name. Like I got a book called The Black Celts. I think you got that book too, Rod. But
probably so.
These people with them dark skin and Etruscans. But I just wanted to add that. I'm gonna just let it go.
That the King of England pays back his debts. The one condition on which William Penn got the land to make the colony was that he had to name it Pennsylvania, which means Penn's Woods. To help others escape persecution, Penn opens his colony to all religions and signs peace with the Indians. Lastly, the colony of Maryland. Named after the wife of King Charles I, Maryland was founded by George Calvert, also known as Lord Baltimore. Lord Baltimore founded the colony as a religious safe haven for Catholics who were fleeing persecution from the Church of England. Ever since the Reformation, Catholics in England had faced persecution by the Crown and the Church of England. As a result, Maryland was founded as a colony based on the principle of separation of church and state, meaning people who lived in the colony of Maryland should be free to worship any religion that they saw fit and not be dictated what religion they should worship by the government. Despite religious freedom in these colonies, there were also instances of religious intolerance in New England. One example of a religious intolerance in the New England colonies was the fact that Puritans openly tried and executed innocent women of witchcraft. If a woman could do something that women were not supposed to do, then they would be accused of being a witch. They'd be put on trial, which consisted of having rocks tied to their feet, and then they'd be thrown into a body of water. If the women acquitted, they were deemed a witch, convicted.
Okay, so now they're going into the witch hunts, and these was the divine feminine matriarchs of the land. They call them witches. This is the ones that they're suppressing under the pretense of a witch hunt. Mm-hmm. The witch hunt is actually a hunt for the wise women who had the birthright and the knowledge to restore and reclaim the land for the tribes. They knew this, so now they instituting this massacre. And I sent you 2 more video clips.
Okay, all right. This is a good one, man, because this is, if it lines right up, man.
And then hanged. Okay, if they drowned, they'd be deemed innocent, but still be dead. Okay. The Massachusetts Bay Colony was open to no other faith but Puritans. And of course, there's the story of Roger Williams. Roger Williams was a Puritan of the Massachusetts Bay Colony who spoke out against the Puritan prosecution of Indians and non-Puritans alike in the colony. He believed, for example, that the Puritans should pay the Indians for the land instead of encroaching and taking it unlawfully. When the Puritans moved to arrest him, he fled south, where he founded the colony of Rhode Island. Williams founded the new colony based on the principle of total religious freedom, and he opened the colony up to any person of any denomination. Now, fast forward 100 years, we have what's called the Great Awakening. Great Awakening was a period in the 18th century that saw a revival in religion in colonial America and caused an increase in evangelism and the number of new Christian denominations. So why does it matter? The founders, such as Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and James Madison, were religious, and their faith influenced their choices when making the nation. They invoked God in their founding documents. They saw the freedom to worship as essential to liberty and to its citizens. However, they also saw the dangers of a national religion like the one in the Church of England. They feared the religious persecution that the early colonists endured, and so put safeguards in the Constitution to protect citizens from nationalized religion by separating both government and faith. Those principles still endure today.
Okay, now all of this ties back to them utilizing the Bible doctrine for the subjugation of the people of the land and the elevation of the invaders that would come.
And all peoples. As early as the 1500s, the faith.
All right, my bad. All right. It was it's the next one.
Mm-hmm. Now this one go into what was going on when they was colonizing with the political government and the religious governments. All of them is in there.
Okay. And you know, those women that they were killing, what they was doing? They were alchemists. They were women that knew how to heal, knew
those are all of them. Those are all of the women of prominence on the land.
Yeah.
They had to kill them off in order for the women not to reclaim the land.
Yeah. Just like they doing when they started doing the
Now they're using this Bible to use a mental warfare so that the people would fight for the Bible instead of fighting for the laws of nature.
Man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
This goes to the settling of the land and what was going on with England, the Catholic Church, Spain. Remember, Spain is the home of conquistadors. And it was the Virginia Company and the Northwest Trading Company that merged to sign the Treaty of Peace and Friendship and become the United States, Inc.
Business.
All that's important when you watch this.
Okay,
we ain't gonna watch the whole 12 minutes. Probably about the first 4 or 5.
Okay, I got you. This shit better get crazy.
The history of the colonization of North America is one of the most well-known formations of any country across. Played crucial roles in the development of what is now the influential United States of America. But today, most people particularly remember the colonial efforts of the English above all else. So, how did the English colonize America?
Okay.
To understand how, it first behooves us to understand why. Well, a few factors were significant in determining the reason for England's colonial efforts. A summary of these justifications can be found in the 1584 work of Richard Hakluyt, known as the Discourse on Western Planning.
Pause, Elder.
Claims that English.
Now you notice the name of this treaty that he wrote is the Discourse on Western Planning. All right, this is called the white man's burden. We're gonna come back to that. All right, but let this go ahead, let it play. I wanted y'all to pay attention to what he just said.
Okay, I got you.
Colonization of the New World would be not only to the benefit of England, but furthermore to the benefit of God. He made a common argument that Protestant England needed to rescue North America from the Catholic world and the current hold that Spain had over much of the continent. Of course, England and Spain had more than just a religious rivalry, but the point was often a compelling one nonetheless. Furthermore, Hakluyt acknowledged the obvious economic and social possibilities that New World colonies would provide. Since there was currently an overabundance of job and landless vagabonds plaguing England, Hakluyt stated that the establishment of a colony would provide more land and job opportunities for these homeless men and women. Moreover, the expansion of trade.
Hey, you know, my bad for stopping it, but King George the First, he started sending convicts over here first. That's what I was talking about the convicts. They're talking about this right here, right now. That's the first. That's how the Moors brought the devil over on us, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, my bad.
The devil was the Moors.
Yeah, right. They hey, look, that's true. That's true. And they brought Yaku's people with them, because they are the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Produce great profit for England, and the resources the New World may provide were vast. These points made by Richard Hakluyt were echoed throughout England and the New World was made. Queen Elizabeth had chosen to opt for a less typical route of joining the colonial world by sponsoring sailors known as sea dogs that participated in a form of piracy identified as privateering. Two such sailors by the...
You hear that term, privateering?
Yeah, privateering.
That's what they were doing, right? This is the institution of the private government corporations. The people who set those corporations up are called privateers. So they setting up private corporations, but they passing them off as governmental entities. Now remember, at the same time they doing the governmental privateering work, the missionaries is disseminating Christian dogma across the land. Okay, let it go.
And it's the same thing. It's like private shareholder. That's what they call it today. Private shareholders. Is that the same?
A private shareholder is the shareholders that you don't know about.
Okay. So privateering would be some, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas you don't know about They came. Well,
no, they the ones. The privateers are the ones who set up private corporations for public use.
Okay, I got you.
They set up the corporations that we believe to be the government, like the IRS and the Federal Reserve and the Office of the President and all of that crap.
Okay, I got you.
The names of John Hawkins and Francis Drake were sent by the Queen to wreak havoc on the Spanish in America. The privateers, and the latter in particular, plundered Spanish ships and raided caravans even as far as the coast of Peru. This unprompted attack greatly.
So when you go back and do the background on the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, this is what was going on that he's describing now. The English sacking the Spanish and the Spanish sacking the English. The English end up defeating the Spanish Armada, but that's because they were spread thin. Because at the same time they fighting this war, they fighting the war for the Americas. Spain, you finna find out, had the stronghold on the Western world, while England and France was fighting to get into the Western world, and they was all fighting to conquer us. Ready, play.
I got
you. Angered Spain, and the discord between the nations drastically increased even further after England had the Catholic Mary, Queen of Scots, executed in 1587.
Pause.
3 hygiene myths that are ruining your dating life. Seriously?
Okay, Mary, the Queen of Scots, was actually a melanated Twa lady. She was one of the last of the Orisha queens that was ruling over in Scotland.
That's right. And then for everybody that don't believe Rod Hayes or know what he's saying, they made a movie about it. They made a movie where they made her as black, the new movie, where they put her in there as a black Twa lady, the new Mary of Scots. And they named her Bloody Mary because she had bad menstrual cycles. But go ahead. I know exactly. I'm on with you. All right.
What a sound that, Elder.
Damn, let me go back. Keep in mind, Phillips was dark too. Phillips looked like
yeah, most of these monarchs is what we call the black nobility, who changed their faces to pale faces to conceal the fact that they was melanated beings coming to the Americas and not pale-skinned Europeans, but they used pale-skinned Europeans to block the rest of the population out of the institutions.
Okay, I got you. You right. Hey, Rod, this is good stuff right here, bro. It's good stuff.
87.
Hey, we got 1,000 people in here, 1,200 people. Everybody hit that like. And if you want to show the brother some love, we dropped the Cash App in the link. See, I don't do it for money, but if you want to show them some love, $1, $2, or whatever you got, man, we ain't talking, So we're going to keep on rolling that footage, baby.
The following year, King Philip II of Spain decided to retaliate in what would become the largest scale invasion to yet occur, with the goal of annihilating the British Navy, and boasted 18,000 soldiers, 8,000 sailors, and 130 ships. The Spaniards made no mistake in targeting the British Navy, which played an extremely crucial role in the nation's trade and colonial power. While the Spanish ships notably outnumbered the British, the latter were better equipped with more suitable ships for such a clash and quickly beat back their attacker. The Spanish fleet had to turn back, heading for the Netherlands to gather reinforcements, but an unexpected storm ripped through the remaining Armada ships, leaving the English as the clear victors. Now, it was time to focus on the colonies.
Okay, now you see where it said they went to re-up. They went to the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Remember I said they came over looking like us as Dutch?
Yeah.
Frenchmen. The Dutch is from the Netherlands.
Go ahead.
These is all the same people, but they in different cultural areas, but they all got one agenda: to subjugate the tribes of the earth.
That's right.
Okay, and they using the Bible as a key instrument. All this stuff you hear going on right now, while this is going on, now they finna refocus after the Europeans, England beat the Spanish. Now they finna come over here and try to usurp the Spanish in the colonies. Let it play.
Gotcha.
As the 16th century came to a close, some attempts had already been made by England to establish colonies in North America, but so far, none had succeeded. Sir Humphrey Gilbert was one of the men in charge of such efforts and had hoped to create a colony in Newfoundland, but had miserably.
You see, they keep staking that Swiss flag, right?
In 1587, had also made a similar attempt on Roanoke Island.
So, hey, just to make that point, what you just said, you said this that Switzerland flag, y'all. Where we trace them niggas back to, where they hiding their money at, where they hiding it, one of their spots.
Right, because they gonna tell you in here that this was being all bankroll. It's gonna tell you, we already went over who bankrolled it, but they're gonna mention it in here as well, that it was an economic pursuit to begin with.
And it's just the same cross connected with the Red Cross, Rothschilds, all that, right?
Yeah.
Guys. Okay, all right. I'm with you.
Island alongside 150 other English colonists, but the colony quickly ran out of supplies and resources. White returned to England, where he intended only to gather what he needed for his colony before heading back. But he ended up trapped in his native land for over a year due to the current situation brought about by the Spanish Armada. When White was finally able to return to Roanoke Island, he found his colony completely abandoned and his efforts in vain.
Hey, I believe that's a lie. You know why? Because this people they exterminated the people that was there.
That was where?
The people went to go fight the wars, the Gullah Wars. Remember you talk about those people?
This is a different part of the land. This is way up north.
Okay, all right.
This was up there in what they call the New England colonies.
With still no solid.
Damn. Okay, we'll say that again.
The New England area up. It's like up by Nova Scotia, Canada area.
Yeah,
it's up there, Greenland and Iceland and all that.
Wasn't those the Iroquois people wasn't that far up? They're like covering that area.
It was natives all over the land. They keep trying to act like this was some abandoned land they came to. We was everywhere.
Yeah, they full of crap.
Found his colony completely abandoned.
You're right.
And his efforts in vain. When the 17th century began, with still no solid English colony in the Americas, Queen Elizabeth passed away in 1603, leaving the future.
Now enter King James now.
Okay, yeah. 1611, 16, right around that area, right?
Watch this.
Of King James. The following year, peace was made between England and Spain, and in 1606, King James established the Virginia Company.
Now remember, King James is the one who orchestrated the translating of the Bible into English from the Latin.
Facts.
Right? He the one who also instituted the letter J to take away the letter I in Greek, which would have told you that Jesus' character is Isis, and the letter Y in Hebrew, which would have told you who Yahweh was.
Right. Got you. I got you. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Beginning a new wave of efforts to find colonial success in America.
This is the Virginia Company. Go back a little bit so I can hear him say.
They would say about King James, right? I got you.
Yeah, right there.
And in 1606, King James established the Virginia Company, beginning a new wave of efforts to find colonial success in America.
Pause. Now remember, I told you that the United States Corporation was a merger corporation of the Virginia Company, which is this one right here, set up by King James I, and what's known as the Northwest Trading Company.
Yeah, I got you.
Right? They merged because of the conflict with Spain and they the ones who signed the treaty.
Yeah.
That's why it was two people to represent America in two parts, or two CEOs.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And that was because it was two companies that made up America, Northwest Trading Company and the Virginia Company.
Okay.
And King James I was behind the Virginia Company and the translation of the Bible into English for the propagation of the white man's burden in the New World.
Okay.
Right. So let me send you this other video. We done with this one.
Okay. Hey, I got a quick question on what we just went over. So they sent these people out. The Bible was part of their spell. They was gonna come to put us to sleep and have us thinking some God up in the sky, and we the real gods of the land, really. And it was all funded by these dark-skinned niggas, man. They had to sit down and think of this shit for a while before they came to put it on us, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't done.
It's an old war strategy they've been using for thousands of years, recycled.
Okay, yeah. So they had to think of that. It took them a while. They had to have that already properly prepared. And then just looking at the word colonizer, colon. You have a colon. Your colon get clogged up, that take you all the way out almost. You know what I'm saying? So,
but those colonizers is also the ones that believe that the greatest love is between a man and a boy.
Wow, yeah, you're right. That's right. Go ahead.
I just sent you another video.
Okay, I'm loading it up right now.
This is the white man's burden to propagate the Christian dogma around the world and civilize the heathens, which is the people who practice the earth religions.
Yeah, you going hard tonight, bro. This good. This is good stuff right here. I'm loading it up right now. This is good stuff, bro. Okay, that's how the English colonized. Hey, yeah, we're gonna take questions and answers and questions in a little bit, man.
Yeah, I got one more video after this next one, and then we're gonna go to Q&A.
Okay, this is the last one you just sent right here.
Okay, I'm about to send you the other one now while you load that one.
Okay, I got you. Oh yeah, y'all hit that like button. 1,200 people, man. We on a record right now. I said 2,000, but with 1,200 is good. That's a record. It could be more than 1,200 though, because they do be glitching. I won't see actually
the history of the colonization of North America is one of the most well-known formations.
That ain't it. It's the last one that just came. So what I got to do is click out of this and click back on it. All right, boom. Let's go right here. Boom.
Catholicism has.
Yeah, hey, Roy, what you telling us right now is this plays a part. The Bible plays a part in us stealing our land. You know what I'm saying?
The Bible is the identification with the fictitious characters in the Bible is a prime prerequisite for you becoming an imbecile in law, unable to handle your own affairs before the affairs of man. Therefore, you're not competent to own your estate. As long as you identifying with the characters of the Bible, you are identifying with a straw man capacity of a legal fiction.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. This is crazy, man. And you know what it's called? You know what the master teacher Todd Street Bay referred to it as? He called it the Black Christian Codes. The Black Christian Codes of
the Black Christian codes, those was the codes by which they was using to enforce and propagate the white man's burden, what you about to see now.
Okay, I got you. Roll that beautiful bean footage, baby.
White man's burden is a phrase used to justify European colonization in the 19th and early 20th centuries. The phrase implies that it was the duty of the Europeans, or the whites, to give non-white countries the gift of civilization, to convert and to educate them towards Western culture. The White Man's Burden, the United States and the Philippine Islands, was a poem written by Rudyard Kipling in 1899 about the Philippine-American War. in which he encourages the United States to take colonial control of the country. Joseph Rudyard Kipling was born 30 December 1865 and died 18 January 1936. He was an English journalist, short story writer, poet, and novelist. Kipling's works include The Jungle Book in 1894 and White Man's Burden in 1899. Much of Kipling's works were in favor of Europeans taking over the homes of less civilized, non-white people in order to show them how to properly drink afternoon tea, iron their trousers, and many other things that they could have lived without. The concept of the white man's burden stems from imperialism, which took place during the late 19th century. Imperialism occurs when a strong nation takes over a weaker nation or region and dominates its economic, political, and cultural life. After the Industrial Revolution and the technological advancements in Europe, this became a common practice of European nations seeking new sources of raw materials and markets to sell manufactured products. The idea of imperialism gained its motivation from economic, military, political, humanitarian, and religious reasons, as well as from the development and acceptance of a new theory, social Darwinism, and advances in technology. Because the white man would not have been able to venture into countries that would biologically kill him, so they needed new technologies such as vaccines and Maxim machine guns to force their way into these countries.
You hear what she's saying, right?
Wow. Kind of on the same stuff that when you saw that video that we showed on the last video with close my door. The video of SETI, when SETI was showing the video they was murdering the people.
Mm-hmm. So that was all part of the white man's burden. But the only thing we got to remember is that the white man look like me and you, but they ain't us. They the black nobility of Europe. They got kicked out as conquistadors. They invaded the land as Portuguese, Dutch, French, and Englishmen with brown skin and kinky hair. They made agreements with $5 Indians that they brought over here. This is your Cherokee. They invented the tribe Cherokee in order to push this narrative that we the same motherfuckers when we ain't.
Okay.
Cherokee and also more is not who we are. These terms are called catch terms in order to catch the ignorant into a trap. So when I tell you that until you get past this Bible narrative, that you will not be able to see your way clear of the trap, because it's all contracted in the biblical doctrine. It's part of the contract. As long as you believe you tied to a fictitious entity, you are a legal imbecile. You are insane. You are not competent to govern your own affairs. The Bible has nothing to do with us. Cherokee don't got nothing to do with some made up crap in order to make us believe that we from somewhere else other than here. And then they trying to use catch terms to confuse us. We gonna either be sane and get our stuff back, or we gonna go on and be insane and let these people keep their foot on our neck. It's up to us what we gonna do. Go to the next one. So this one is just talking about the white man's burden. For those who want to watch the rest of it, Elder gonna be putting these links in either the comments or in the description box.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it after the show. Hey, let me ask you this while I'm loading up the next one. So what is the Arab pipe connection with the putting the Zionist on and all what he said in his letter? What does this tie in with this part?
Albert Pike is also a progenitor of the white man's burden. He is the antagonist of the morals and dogma dispute. The morals and dogma go back to nature versus nurture. Your moral nature versus your nurture into the dogma. Will you be able to rise above the dogma according to your innate nature to be righteous? In your innate nature to be righteous, you will become an iconoclast, or what they call in Revelations, Apollyon, a destroyer of their fictitious system at all facets. So when they bring up my image of me telling them that we ain't got nothing to do with that crap, and they want to use the Cherokee, which is a made-up tribe, to try to dispute what I'm telling them. The Bible don't got nothing to do with us unless you saying you a legal fiction, which makes you a straw man under the jurisdiction of the papacy. Now, the last video we about to play, this is the who did it, where they come from by the Nubian nation. This is a Nubian contribution on the tales of Ray Haggins off a European triple knock to a knockback, to make them people know that the Bible don't have nothing to do with us.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Shout out my brothers over at New Poop, man, because I'm already subscribed to this channel.
Who are the Levites or Israelites according to ancient Egypt? They are Pa Heka Kasid the Hyksos, or Haikau Sweat. The Hyksos ruled Hut Ward of Ars for 430 years, and this devil seed was cast out of old Egypt by the ruler Kamos, elder son of Sepenur of the 17th dynasty, whose younger brother was Amos the first, and then by the successor Amos son of Abana of the 18th dynasty of the 46 dynasties.
Hey, keep in mind, this dude right here, the Hyksos son, three roughers to kill him. That's what they concoct that story about Hiero McBiff. It come from this dude right here, and his two sons is the ones that I'm gonna do a whole storyline on this though, but I just wanted to add that part.
Note the Hebrew names of the Hyksos rulers from the 15th and 16th dynasty starts with Sheshi, Mayaber, Yakub-Hur, Yaakov-Hur or Jacob-Hur, Anather, Muriser, Apepi the first, Aser, Apepi the second, Akinmer, and Yakobam. That is Jacobam is Jacob, Genesis 25:21-26. Jacob son of Isaac and Rebekah or Ra-Ba-Ka is the Hebrew or Israelite seed. So the Hyksos are the false Israelites, Isis Ra-El, seed of Abraham, Ab-Ra-Kemet. That is those he lived with. His family mixed their seed with them after being ordered not to mix his seed. Genesis 24:2 and Genesis 28:1-6. According to an illustrated encyclopedia of ancient Egypt by Gerald Harris, the Hyksos are Syrian/Palestinians. The reason they are called this is because once Amos drove them back across the desert sands, they stopped at Palestine, set up and made up what is called Israel today. Joseph would be Apepi the first, Apophis. As a Hyksos demon, he was proudly named Apepi I Apophis. Joseph ben Jacob, Yosef to add on, was defeated in 1585 BC, worshipper of Suchuk Set, Baal. This name Apophis or Poppy means giant serpent, who some call white Syrians. These evil human beasts called Hyksos started a feud with the indigenous people of the land. Poppy wanted them to kill and destroy all the holy hippopotamus, which was a symbol of the deity Taweret or Taweret, a marine goddess of women in childbirth.
Okay, so when they talking about waging war against Taweret, the mother, this is the war against the divine mother that they talking about these Luciferians is waging out of the Middle East. And she noticed he said they were Syrians known as tall whites. Right? So these is all what Enlil brought as his allies in the conflict, and their job is to displace the great mother, Taweret, his big mama, on the manifest.
That's right.
Right? So this is telling you the whole lay of the story. This is the actual layout of what they were doing in the deterioration of our people's mentality is to turn them away from the great mother. And the only way they can do that is to make her appear to be a great man, right? Because we can't turn against the mother. We are wired to never turn against the mother. So they tried to replace her with masculine images by taking all of the female deities of the world, putting beards on them. That's why all of they gods look like sissies, like cross-dressers, right? And all of they priests wear dresses because they're stealing the birthright of the women. And these clowns that think that I don't know what I'm talking about when I say that Bible ain't got nothing to do with us cannot find the source of their own enslavement to break free. I'm just telling you how to break free. I don't care whether you break free or not. That's your own choice. You can stay a slave as long as you want to be a slave. You can stay subjugated as long as you choose to be subjugated. But don't expect me to go along with your charade, your false interpretation of your history, and you taking all of these things you ain't even questioning the tribe Cherokee, in the origin. I'm the only one to ever come out and tell you that's some made up crap. And then I just showed you where they made it up at.
Yeah. Bible
Right?
says,
So they can't say that, oh, Rod just made that up. I told you the people who did it and the ones who paid for the church to come in and give y'all the Bible and translate it into native tongue so that y'all could read it according to them and they missionaries. They missionaries is the ones who hijacked our educational system. That's why we moved from step-down education to four walls learning segregated method in order to keep the people divided mentally by keeping the children divided by layers. They're using Skinner box technology and Pavlovian response systems in your education in order to convince you that you somebody and who the heck you are. Right? So this is telling you the layout. They coming for the great mother. We coming to stop them. Y'all gonna either be with the righteous and the truth, or you're gonna be with the motherfucking demons and the destruction of them. I said what I said when I said the Bible ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm just proving it today because Big Mama say when they come with that crap, put it down immediately with overwhelming evidence. You can't get more evidence than what I'm providing now. They made that junk up. It don't got nothing to do with us. Now remember, I never told y'all they didn't steal our symbols because they stole our symbols. I didn't never tell y'all they didn't steal parts of our culture to implement into their doctrine to influence us, but they done that just like they did with the Panapi Bible. And once again, if anybody listening know the Ray Haggins Panapi Bible lecture, please post it in the comments where he give you the whole breakdown of how they couldn't convert the natives known as the Panapi into the Christian church. So they made a Bible specifically for the conversion of the Panapi people. The original Bible ain't even the Bible that we got translated by King James. The oldest Bible is the Coptic Bible. This is how when Baba mastered the Coptic Bible, he was able to tell you where the errors was in the Western Bible. This is because in order to be a master of the Coptic Bible, you got to hold the title of Al-Kut, the Copt. So if you ain't Al-Kut, then you don't know what you're talking about when you bring that Bible up. Go to Google for a minute. I want you to pull something up so these clowns will get the understanding of what I'm saying.
I got you.
The name of the book I'm giving you as a reference now. It's called Blacks Who Wrote the Bible. Leave it on images. We're going to pull up the book cover. I want them to see the book cover. Blacks Who Wrote the Bible. Put book behind it.
There go that fish.
Pull it up.
Hold on, let me see. The name of the book is The Blacks Who Wrote, or The Black Book, or The Black Who Wrote the Bible?
No, Blacks Who Wrote the Bible.
Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on, I'll see what's going on right here. It's right here. This shit right here.
It might be Africans. That first one is the book, though, with the icon.
Africans who wrote the Bible?
Yeah.
I got you.
Now,
Right
remember, here. They trying to tell us that we Africans the whole time.
Yeah.
Pull the book up so that people can know what book I'm talking about.
I got you.
This Bible don't have nothing to do with us over here. You keep including yourself in everybody else's stuff. And by taking on something that don't got, we call that snatching it out the air in the joint. You don't snatch nothing out the air that don't got nothing to do with you because you're going to be the victim of the circumstances. This is a book. Right? I want y'all to see. Right? This book is a carryover of something called the Holy Pibby. Pull it up.
I got you.
This is going back to ancient Ethiopian science. The science of the ether utopia. Behind the sacred 9-ball, Afro Unu.
You see it right here, right?
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's got an accompanying text with it called the Sacred Parchment Scroll.
The Sacred Parchment
Parchment. Scroll of Black Supremacy.
Scroll of Black.
I don't see it.
Sacred. Oh, so hold on. Okay, misspelled this word here. Sacred scroll. It's called a sacred
Parchment. Parchment. And this is also going back to source documents for the rosters.
Right here. This it right here. They got Haile Selassie pulled up when I put stuff. Oh man.
I'm telling you, this is the real stuff right here.
Haile Selassie on front of one of these books.
Well, that's because they prophet.
These black Jews, these black Etruscans.
Nope.
Okay, all right. Tell me something, because I'm ready to find whoever, man. We young cats.
Okay, we finna go to it. Okay, this is the Roman parchment scroll of Black supremacy.
Wow.
Okay, now these two scrolls go together to the foundational documents of the Rasta religion.
Wow.
That go with the Holy Pibby.
Holy Pibby is
okay. Now, when you study this, it starts talking about something called ether utopia, which takes us behind the sacred 8-ball, Afro Unu. Pull that up next.
Afro Unu. Hey, we message flipping y'all on the land. We message flipping right now. We're sending the message right now. African.
Afro Unu.
Oh, Afro.
Behind the sacred 8-ball is one, and the other one is I think it's called I forgot the other one.
Oh, no.
These books is breaking down the science, the esoteric science behind the Bible. You got to put his name in there. AFRO, capital OENOO.
AFRO. They spell it again?
Afro, and then you write a new word, ONOO. ONOO.
Oh, it's with an O instead of U. Okay. Okay, I got you. All right. Behind the sacred 8-ball. Behind the 8-ball. Behind the 8-ball. Okay, that ain't it right there.
It ain't coming up. I can't see the box that you typing, so I can't tell you.
I think I got never behind the 8-ball. No, that ain't it. Yeah, I got Afro. Spell his last name. O.
NOO.
Yeah, okay, that's what I got. Let's see. Yeah, still put the same thing.
Just look his name up by itself.
Oh, I got you. Afro. I don't know. Still giving me this. Let's see. Oh, he got 2 O's in his first name. Okay, all right, that's what it was. He got 2 O's in Afro. That's what it is.
There you go, right there.
Yeah. All right, so which one I need to pull up? The first one? Okay, all right. Man, you be dropping a lot of books on those Rod every time. Some good ones.
Bobby told me I had to read half everything that's written.
Man, that's all. You got a lot of books. I got a lot of books too, but you dropping joints I ain't never heard of.
It's be off the top of the dome too. This ain't coming off no list.
Like there's some good joints, some hot joints.
They even got some of the pages of the book on there if you want to pull up a couple of them.
Hold on, man. Let me see, man. Let's check it out. Okay, it said here might be. Let me say this one right here. This right here, dude, right here must be. He was a scientist, man. The shit that he got.
Yeah, that's one. He psychically connected the Bible, but he didn't write a lot of material.
Yeah, look at him though. He looked like, you know what I'm saying. All right, this is one of the pages I know for sure. You got a lot of Egyptian science in this book.
Yeah, because it's going back to what they talking about in the Bible. This is why I keep saying the Bible don't got nothing to do with us, because you got to go through all of this reverse engineering science to discover this shit don't got nothing to do with us.
This is crazy, man.
I'm just trying to teach them how not to be an imbecile in law.
He doing a lot of ruins in this book. That means he an alchemist. He a high-powered alchemist.
Mm-hmm. Even the cover of the book is science. The colors and the symbols.
Yep. This is high power ruins. And he got a Z on a knockback and a twist. Oh yeah, this nigga right here, high power, Rod.
He one of the elders. He was the chief on the land. We don't keep track of the chiefs like we used to, so they don't get their honors and their respect.
So
that's what Tupac's biggest gripe was.
So his government name, straw man name was, let me say this picture right here for you so I can blow it up, was Johnny Brown, but he went by his tribal name, Afro. Okay, let me pull it up for you.
First, pull up the cover of the book. So we going through all of this stuff in order to learn that the science in the Bible is alchemical in nature and is tied to a warfare of a galactic chess game between masters, and that if you ain't one of the masters, it don't got nothing to do with you.
All right,
that's the one. Blow it up.
Oh yeah.
You see how he got the symbols, the double cross sign?
Yeah,
go back to the Bible. Remember, Bible went with the double cross sign at the end.
Yeah.
Right. Then you see the N and the Z. Right. The N and the Z.
Fire, Rod.
Right. All this is alchemical science that our people used to teach kids. This is elementary stuff for our children when we properly taught.
Yeah, Baba. Hey, Baba definitely sent you to me to show me all this shit. I need to see all this because I knew that there was I really was skeptical about the double cross sign, but now that you showing me this dude, and I knew I really wasn't skeptical about it because I know about the ruins and you could design your own ruins. But now that you showing me this dude dropping this shit, the new poo, it's that new poo right here.
Mm-hmm. This all ties back to Nuwapu being our original science of sound right reason.
All right, let me ask you this. What's your perspective on him using the N and the Z in the circle in two circles and then a half circle? Like what you see right here when you're looking at this?
It's a zigzag flip off of his name, off of a key of life, off of a Christian church, off of a etheric formula for a mystic passage. That's all it's saying.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire.
Okay, now I want you to pull up somebody else.
Go ahead.
Pull up Muwata Ashby. M-U-T-A.
Muwata. Okay, I think I got
capital A-S-H-B-Y.
Meditation.
Put books behind it.
All right. You got a book called Meditation?
He got a whole bunch of books. Just put books behind his name.
Okay, I got you. Mustafa. His name's spelled like this. Mustafa.
That's one of his books, so he was on something.
Yeah, I got it right here. It's called the meditation book. Here you go, right here. All right, here we go. Now,
okay, now he got one on origin of Christianity.
okay, the origin of African.
It might be the fourth from the right at the top.
Origin of Christianity. No, this right here is the origin of African. Okay, mysteries of, okay. The collapse of civilization, yoga, ancient Kemetic yoga. Oh, this is fire.
Yeah, so
Initiation.
listen, the reason why I want you to show some of his material, because when Bible left off, this is where he come in at. Because somebody has to pick up the torch for the Egyptian sciences to be stuck into the public domain. He was the next in line behind Baba out of the Egyptian priesthood.
Man, you fire, Rod. Thank you, Rod.
If you look at the art, you'll see that a lot of it looks similar to the Nubian art, but they got different artists.
Yeah, you fire, Rod. You just gave me a whole. This is what I needed. Like this, I needed this. I needed this. It's right on time because I'm gonna come out with the Egyptian, the Natharu tapes, and this I was asking the ancestors give me everything that I need when I come out with it, and you just this right here is it. This is what I needed.
So all of the students of Bible who want to continue in a ancient mystic order of Melchizedek or they ancient Egyptian order teachings, and they want to get raised to the next level, he the next master behind Baba to teach, to initiate straight out of the Egyptian priesthood. He's the next one behind Baba to initiate.
Yeah, the priest of Amen, the priest of Amen, and the priest of ancient Tahuti, the school of Tahuti.
Mm-hmm.
This is fire, man. This dude right here, fire.
When I tell y'all the Bible don't got nothing to do with us, I know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Anybody in the comments still don't think I know what I'm talking about, need to ask the questions to get more refinement on it. Yeah, if y'all think I know what I'm talking about, just put a thumbs up for Elder in the comments. I don't got no nothing on. I can see the comments, Elder, but you just let me know if they think we didn't prove that the Bible don't got nothing to do with
drop them comments. If you start dropping them questions, if you got any questions, so dropping them questions, man. I know the Bible wasn't our shit because first of all, it's just a whole bunch of it don't make sense, and we made sense. And then second of all, that we've been on the planet billions, millions of years. The Bible ain't even that old. It ain't even over 1,000, maybe less than 400, 500, 600 years old. So how the hell we was doing for millions of years before the Bible came? Is that the question?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. They were just walking around with our thumb up.
The Olmecs didn't have a Bible.
Nope.
That talked about Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, and Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
The Choctaw didn't have it. The Chickasaw didn't have it. The Gully didn't have it. None of us didn't have no Bible before they brought that stuff over here with Columbus. So if you thinking that Bible is still referring to you, you still trapped in the mental slavery and ain't nothing I can do for you. Leave me out your garbage.
Yeah, I don't even argue with nobody no more about it, man.
No, I just had to prove the point because Big Mama told me somebody was coming and to prove the point.
Yeah, you did.
So I just want the audience to know that I proved the point that the Bible don't got nothing to do with us.
You did good, bro. You did good. It's their time. We're going into a new year. For the new year, we ain't got time to deal with religious people. Like 2023, I don't want to talk nobody to the know. Like unless it's something high level, like unless the question is a high level question, then I might answer. But religious questions, if you ain't got past that yet, you fading out. Your brain ain't gonna go to the level. Your brain can't go past the level capacity, man. You know what I'm saying? It's 2023. Everybody giving you thumbs up, right? Everybody got thumbs up in that joint. Thumbs up.
I just wanted to know that I know what I'm talking about, and I ain't the only one know it.
Oh yeah, Rod, you did good. You did good tonight, Rod. You gave me some more every time you drop me some jewels off. Hey, I'm gonna start calling you Rod the Jeweler. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rod the Jeweler. Every time you come, you bring me a new diamond chain, man. Hey, put it around my neck, man.
Well, you know,
my shit
I be trying to. Hey, Elder, I be trying to mind my business and stay in my lane. But when Big Mama told me somebody was coming and they came, I had to address it.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, hashtag Rod the Jeweler, man. The nigga be dropping jewels, bro. That boy got a whole treasure chest in his chest. Got a whole.
See, they're not really ready for. They're not really ready for onslaught of information.
Man, you onslaughted us already, Rod. Hey, man. Hey,
but listen, when I tell you what I know what I'm talking about, that's only because I stay in my circumference of knowledge. Mine just might be bigger than everybody else's, but I'm still within the circumference of my ability to prove exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, you prove. Hey, bro, you right on the money, man. Everything you said is lining right up. Even the 15 put out a tape today about how people getting robbed in the church. How a dude got. Hey, go check out that new video we posted in the links with the 15 about how a dude put $100 into the plate and he was asking for his change. He just wanted to put 20, and the church wouldn't give him his change, and he had to sit up in there. And the shit's funny as hell, man. My neck's still hurting from laughing at the shit, man. So yeah, so hey Rod, this right here was like a perfect timing to what you just did tonight. This right here was just right on the time, man. It's like Big Mama.
Okay, let's go to Q&A and
okay.
Elder. We're gonna do about 5 questions and we out.
I got you. Hey, drop your questions in the chat, man. We're gonna take 5 big time questions. What you got, man? Make sure it's heavy duty, man. We're gonna make it count. Make it count. What about Christos scares secretion? Christos scares secretion.
Oh, they talking about the sacred secorum, the sacred secretion that rise up your spine during enlightenment.
Okay.
That's the sacred gold elixir. And it once it reaches the level of your pineal gland, it illuminates, the pineal gland illuminates, it activates your third eye in the part of the brain called the anterior gyrus on the right hemisphere. And this is your direct link to Big Mama. And she'll tell you what you need if you go to her with respect. Big Mama is Tawaret. Remember, on the way out, finish that Nubian video we was watching, Elder. Just let that play out the door so they can finish watching the rest of it, because it's telling them the whole layout of the undermining of the Great Mother by these rogue patriarchs and their agenda to overthrow the people of the earth. Our agenda is to restore the divine feminine back and uplift fallen humanity. This is why Noble Drew Ali brought up religious controversy in the Circle 7, which is going to be our next topic, because the Circle 7 goes from Moorish science to 5% nation to Nubians to the Book of Lam on the turnaround. And the Book of Lam was prophesied by Elijah Muhammad. And the Book of Lam is the Holy Tablets, and the Holy Tablets is the tablets that got all of the scrolls in it required for you to know what's going on at this particular time as we close out the age with right knowledge. We not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. So anybody that want to bring a banana, it ain't going in the tailpipe. I tell you that, we make the banana pudding out that mug, and y'all can take it for what it's worth. But when you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, when I know exactly what I'm talking about, I'm not speaking haphazardly. I'm not making none of this up. It was a conjured war, feathers versus fezzes, morals versus dogma. They lost, we won, feathers up, motherfuckers. We won this mug hands down. Ain't none of them able to tie my laces, and I ain't even the best student of Malachi Z. York. I ain't the best student of Father Pudding, Allah. I'm not the best student of Noble Drew Ali. I'm not the best student of Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I'm not the best student of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I'm not the best student of El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. I'm not the best student of Martin Luther King Jr. I'm not the best student of W.E.B. Du Bois, Frederick Douglass. I'm not the best student of none of these greats that came before me. I'm just the only student that paid enough attention to weave it all together and show y'all the pattern of what's taking place on the land, because I'm the chief that came to tell y'all that the rest of these imposters has been exposed for who they is, and the real chiefs is back on the land 575 nations plus strong, with global assistance from all other indigenous clans of the earth to restore the earth, the land, the air, and the water by the execution of the great law and restoring the balance of Mott to nature and putting the great mother back on her seat. If y'all ain't with it and y'all can't get with it, y'all out of here. This is the last motherfucking warning. Ain't nobody else coming to get y'all. I'm here. I'm dropping these motherfucking jewels for a reason, to wake y'all up and show y'all we already got it all back. Indigenous Rights Act gives you the whole codified rundown of everything they gave us back. And all we have to do is remember who we was, remember who we are, and know we was already here. We ain't come on no slave ships. We didn't come wearing no fezzes. We was over here in our moccasins and our feathers, minding our business, and the foreign invaders swore war on us, and they swore by a bloody oath of the papacy to kill the kings, the princes, and the people of the land, to usurp our culture by institute the 13 colonies of the Inland Empire of the so-called Zionists. That has nothing to do with us, and if we espouse their doctrines, we become part and partial to the fraud. And if we don't want to be part of the fraud, we want to be part of the righteous, we'll wake up and pull our heads out our behind and get on the mission with this wake-up call and start motherfucking drawing y'all families back together, prepare to receive the wealth of the land, prepare to set your family bank up so you will have a proper repository for the wealth that your family so rightfully deserve from all of these years of oppressive regimes that's been occupying in our territory without paying us rent, without paying us duty, without giving us honors or respect. They came to replace us. We will not be replaced. As Tupac once said, we ain't never going nowhere. We ain't never leaving this motherfucker unless y'all choose to. Use your brain. You ain't got to walk off this motherfucker. They can't make us do nothing we don't want to do as long as we realize who we are. Man, know thyself, the great maxim of the pyramids. When the great god Tahuti once wrote, if you know yourself, you cannot be defeated. It's time to wake up.
Yeah, that was fire, right? I'm about to take that clip and make it a short. You know what I'm saying? That speech right there. Somebody asked, I think he already broke it down. They say what you see when you look at this symbol that we got up on the screen.
This is a zigzag flip. This is 3 particular nations involved at a Big Mama house. The Red Lodge is the mother line, the inheritance. The Blue Lodge, the father line. The Green Lodge is the Earth Lodge, which is ran by all women. Gods and Earth's 5% nation. Then you see them inside of the bigger circle, which goes to the circumference of the knowledge. The 3 circles is not the you got the 360, the 720, then you got the 1050 on the flip, right? But what you don't see is the 4th circle, which is in the white, which makes the 1440 on the turnaround, as above, so below, off the left-hand path and the right-hand path to bump straight up the middle. It's just telling you the basic science of zigzag flipping across the clans.
Yep. It's what you call an alchemy a ruin. That's why all alchemists, this dude is a high power alchemist to be drawing these ruins. I broke it down in the Scroll of Eyes book that I put up.
And Baba got a phone call from prison where they was asking him if that was him, because the writing reminded people of his writing, and they thought that he might have been one of his fellow students that he influenced to write. But Baba he said he had never met the guy, but he had read the book and that he was impressed by it.
Oh yeah, this dude was high power. This dude still living?
No, he's gone. He crossed over to the realm of the ancestors. When they cross over and they that level, they do it with willful intent because they're more powerful on the other side once they've done their physical work in the physical. Yeah, shout out to Nana Woo Woo. R.I.P. We love you, sis. Keep it up.
Oh yeah. You brought it out tonight, bro. Everybody's saying, okay, we'll take 2 more. What are the tribal chants to help circulate powerful energy in the air?
The old hey ya chant.
Hey,
Yeah, so that's the call of the Hayokas.
Uh-huh.
And it's a high energy chant used in the fire circles at ritual time to draw down great power to those who's chanting. Normally it's tribal elders.
Hey, I had a dream because my story coming back to me that when I went to this vortex in the Sahara Desert, and then Tahuti was guiding me through the desert with like as a baboon, like a hologramic baboon. And then when I got to the vortex, he appeared like the bird, like he looked like with the bird face. And then he said, he started whistling. And then he whistled that same whistle that's in the Bob Marley's song. Don't worry, be happy. That woo 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 woo. He started whistling.
Hey, you said Tahuti came to you as a baboon. I wanted you to play it. I was trying to sing something, but it won't come.
And then he started whistling that "Don't worry, be happy." And then a circle, that vortex opened up, and then I jumped in, and I landed in the center of the earth. And then I walked right off and landed on this landing pad, and then I went and walked right into a ship that was like in the ship. It had like a tongue that rolled out like a piece of foil or something. And it was real thin. I walked up on it it was like real steady. Then I walked up on it. And then when I on the outside of the ship, before I walked up on the ship, it looked like you could see the top of the ship, right? It looked like a piece of foil. But then when you walked into the ship, it looked like it ain't had no roof on it. Like you could see straight through it like limo tent. So I was like, it's fire. But I'm gonna tell that story on that when it's all gonna come together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was called an astral initiation in your dream.
With Tahuti doing that whistle?
Yeah, Tahuti come to you in the dream. He only comes to initiate. He comes to initiate you you describe it he's initiating you into an astral initiation. That's why you needed the ship, which is your Merkaba. He's telling you to activate your Merkaba. And you remember in the scene, David Carradine was walking on the rice paper at the beginning of Kung Fu?
No, I gotta check that out.
All right, pull up Kung Fu intro on YouTube.
All right, let's see, can I do it?
It's KUNGFU.
Which is
shit.
You gotta say that to come back to it, finish where you left off at, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in the links because that way they can just go watch it on those brothers and subscribe to those brothers page. Because I don't
yeah, that'll work too.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the links. That way those brothers
intro, right?
Okay.
Intro. You gotta write series on there because
okay. I'm not Kung Fu Panther, my nigga. Kung Fu intro.
Right there. The second one.
It's called rental arbitrage.
Seen walk across the desert sands, right?
What you say?
You seen walking across the desert sands, right?
Yeah, the burning
that's
sands.
Masonic.
Yeah,
that's Masonic because you got to go across the desert sands as a traveling man. That's called the Shriners. That's the Shriners, the ancient Arabic nobles of the mystic shrine.
Yeah, crossing the burning sand. Yep. I ain't gonna play the whole thing because if you play more than a certain amount of seconds, 30 seconds, there on this.
You can scroll that line and see where he's walking on the paper red in the little squares, right?
Yeah. The monks. Oh yeah, I see what's going on. Hey, this is the same thing that happened in my dream. At the end of my dream. Wow, this is crazy, bro. Look, like at the end, like I got on that ship, I got took it to a place. Well, it was me there, but it was a whole bunch of people there, but I only could see me and the monk. And the monk told me that it was other people there that just like me, but I only could see me and him. And I was just learning from him the whole time about the ascension.
That's your personal master.
Yeah.
When you get done doing your ego purification, your personal master can actually physically incarnate in front of you to be your instructor. That's to take you to higher levels. That's what this is all about.
This right here look like the same uniform that I had on and everything in my dream. The same exact shit, man. Like the same like the building looking the inside. The monk was he looked like these type of dude, but like this is crazy, man. This right here is crazy, bro. That you brought this up. It's like my flesh crawl almost. Look at the ancient Egyptian symbols in the background. Because Kung Fu come from ancient Kemet under the Manchu art form. And the dude King Fushis, he learned because they were Sans people, ancient Egyptians that migrated over there. He learned from one of those masters from the Manchu art form.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. We got one more. Go ahead. You want to say something?
I was just for saying any more questions.
We have to take one more. Hey, we got one more. Drop it in the chat, man. Everybody hit that like. We got 1,300 people, man. That's a record, baby. I think it's more than that though. I'll see when I get off. It might be like 2,000 or something. Okay, the Pyru were pygmies.
No, Pyru was tree walker clan. The origin of Pyru go back to tree walkers red house. Big Tookie is a blue house treetop walker. They was the ones that's known as being fearless warriors from the treetops, the blue and the red. And they used to have competitions with each other in order to keep each other's clans strong before they turned them into mortal enemies under COINTELPRO.
Yeah, that's what it was. When they dressed up like a Crips or the Bloods and shot the Crips up and dressed up like the Crips and shot the Bloods up after they was ready to make a peace treaty. And then
we actually caught them in California during the Rodney King riots. When the peace treaty was swore, they one of the sets they rolled down on was some Crips, and they were screaming Pyru, and they went to shooting up the Crip neighborhood, but the Crips had Pyru guests that was there.
That's right.
The Pyru told the Crips, them ain't us, man, hold up. They false flagging and let us deal with them. And they went and dealt with it when they shot up the car. But some of the people in the car got shot. That's how they found out they was police, dressed up like gang members.
Yeah. And then the niggas that shot Raymond, they must have paid them a lot of money because they said that it had to be somebody that was close to Raymond that was part of the Crips. And they must have, the COINTELPRO must have used them to take out Raymond because they said that Raymond.
Well, they use us to kill each other because it doesn't go against them. It's a big old cup of blood. They couldn't overspill their quota. So to keep them from overspilling their quota, they turned us against each other. so that when we spill each other blood, they not held liable for it. We are.
That's right. That's right.
That's how they escape their karmic debt to it. We absolve them of the debt by doing their dirt on their behalf. This is why I'm raising so much saying about the Bible not having nothing to do with us, because once we break free from that mental trap, that God-chosen trap of the Bible, that's how we truly get liberated on the land. Because when we realize that the God that chose us is called Mother Earth, and Mother Earth decided to choose us by the will of Prime Creator that we call Big Mama.
Yeah.
And until we realize that that's the vein by which we come from as a people, a matriarchal people that's been usurped and undermined by patriarchs that's trying to effeminize our males, turn our boys into girls, turn our girls into boys in order to subjugate us as a people. They don't want us having loving relationships with our women. They don't want us having loving relationships as parents with our children or children with our parents. They don't want the children sitting at the feet of the grandparents that had all of the life experiences to tell them how to avoid the pit traps. So they create divide and conquer at every level of life. As long as we fall for it, we remain forever they victims and they slaves. Soon as we become aware and wake up from it, we become independent sovereign beings with the right to tell them that you have to leave Earth because you don't belong here. And that's all we're doing is exercising our birthright to the earth rights by restoring the matriarchy and raising these women back into their positions of prominence around the world so that earth can see heaven on earth once again. The return of the sweet waters, the Oshun return.
That's right. That's right.
And Haiti is the epicenter. Soon as Haiti recognized the return of Oshun by doing a gold Oshun festival in the open, it's over. And that's what we working on behind the scenes. And that's why I'm not in no hurry to jump on social media, because I'm more, right now, I'm more poised for the liberation of Haiti that's going to liberate the entirety of the earth. As long as Haiti is getting pummeled like they is by dogma, outside forces, and de facto governments, we going to keep struggling trying to get this stuff over with. Haiti is the stronghold now. Until Haiti is liberated, we all struggling to get free. Haiti the last ones left.
Hey, and you drop the mic and walk off stage after that, Rod. Man, you did a good job tonight, man. This right here was hot.
Thanks, Elder.
This was hot, bro. Like every single one, though, Rod. Like you never let me down. So every single one, Rod, like it's hot, man. So there's a lot of Jews up on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of Jews on this joint. I wrote some of this stuff down.
You see how I segue what you wanted to talk about into what I had to talk about?
Nah, you said everything you said was perfect. It was right on time, brother. I'm talking about what the Bible taught. It's like what you talking about right now. I got tapes that finna come out on this that I already recorded, and I was like, dang. And then you gave me extra stuff to add to what I'm finna put out. I was like, oh, this right here, fire. It's fire.
Yeah, for the sisters, Mawada Ashby's wife runs the women's ministry out of the Sema Yoga Institute. For those in Florida who's interested, that's where they primarily situated at. I'm not sure how far he's expanded at this particular point, but if you can't sit at the feet of Dr. York, that's your next best job.
That's right. That's right.
That's if you're interested in learning the secrets of the temple out of our ancient cultures.
That's right. That's right. And the school of Tahuti, the school of the birds. And
if you want to know how fake Christianity is, Dr. Ray Haggins breaks it all down. They will write a new Bible to enslave you tomorrow if you let them. So you keep believing that you're in that Bible, you keep believing that you're a servant. You're a slave to their system.
I could run one more tape that's that I got that's all around. It's like 6 minutes long with you ever heard of a dude named Jordan Maxwell?
Yeah.
He talk about
Jordan Maxwell is a high master, self-initiated, into the mysteries by diligent study for years.
That's right. And he broke down how the same thing you just broke down about the Bible. He even go into more detail on the motion of the sun and how it all connects.
Well, you know, he got a book with some other authors called The Bible Your Church, the book your church don't want you to read.
Yeah.
And it deals specifically with the church and its influence in the Americas or in the world.
That's right. And if you want to watch some of them tapes, I'm about to load. I got a hard drive with all of the hot shit on there. I'm about to load it all up to Patreon. So we're gonna have straight bangers or whatever, the ones that they don't let us put on YouTube. We're about to get up out of here. Somebody said before we get out of here, what you think about the book of Eli?
The book of Eli was just okay. So this is a book where a blind man remembers a holy text. Right now, remember in the book, Jesus cured the blind man with a drop of spittle and some mud. In Revelations, this is called the eye salve.
Okay.
Right. So what that's meaning in Jamaica, they use donkey the crust out the donkey eye. They put it in their eyes and they can see the spirit realm.
Okay.
Right. That's in the Obe. That's in the Obe tradition of Jamaica. All this is telling you about allowing you to see with high spiritual attainment. The book of Eli is written specifically to enforce the Christian dogma.
Okay, go ahead. That's fire.
But at the same time, it's giving you the story of the Islamic Hafiz. Right? But remember, when Muhammad passed, they killed off all of the Hafiz and burnt up all the Quran so they can rewrite a new Quran.
That's right. That's right.
Right? Now, for those that don't know, Dr. York, being a direct descendant of Al-Mahdi, who is a direct descendant of Muhammad Mustafa al-Amin, got a copy of the original Quran of Muhammad that was passed down through his daughter, who was married to Amirul Mu'minin Ali, through the Shia schools. And the Shia successorate took the old Qurans before the killing of the Hafiz and went into what's known as Ethiopia, right, and the Sudan, and they set up their families over in the Sudan and Ethiopia. That's why I tell you in your Christian book that Moses married an Ethiopian woman. The Ethiopian ties to the Ether Utopia, which ties back to the Holy Pibi in the sacred parchment scroll of Black supremacy, Al-Quds, the bloodlines of the earthborn from the Eritrean bloodlines. So all this is taking us back to ancient Kemetic science that was used in order for us to be able to unlock this mental trap they got us in by breaking free of this biblical dogma. That don't got nothing to do with us. And the next person say it do, go kill yourself.
Yeah, because the one thing it's several questions that we could drop on them, because we knew Wapians. As the Wapians, we got the 360 questions to ask a Christian.
Yeah, I ain't even go that route, Elder. I went a whole different. I could have went that route and busted. But I wanted to go this route.
Total annihilation. That would have been total annihilation. You would have been overkill right there. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted them to show the versatility of Nuwapu in use.
Yeah.
They don't accept Malachi references. So I use the references that sound the same, but they're a different source. So it is what it is. Take it or leave it. That Bible don't got nothing to do with us. That's the primary tool of our enslavement that was brought over by our colonizing enslavers who put POWs on Big Mama's plantations and took Big Mama name out the house in order to turn it to slave quarters. And y'all keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe, and I ain't giving it up on this. I'm gonna keep beating this point home until y'all get it.
Man, I got it.
That church, Bible, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Muhammad, Jesus, Mother Mary shit got nothing to do with us until y'all, and when y'all realize that, y'all be free.
Hey, truth shall make you free. And I'm gonna say this right here. We're gonna cut out right here on this one, right? Can they find anybody grave in the Bible? Anybody grave? Show me Moses, anybody. Now they're gonna try to show you they say some shit that that fake David tomb that they created after they got over there in 1945. With the after the
Listen, man, not all that we know the Shroud of Turin made up. We know that the graves of David and made up. We know that there was no real Hebrews other than the Hyksos, the closest thing historically recorded that could be classified as the Hebrews.
Mm-hmm.
The 12 tribes of Israel is deliberately placed to take and usurp the 12 daughters of Isis. The 12 daughters of Isis is the heirs to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Take it for what it's worth. Don't believe me, go check it out. Find out who the 12 daughters of Isis was, and then you'll understand what the redemption program is that we're following in order to restore earth back to balance.
Mm-hmm.
This is the return of Ma'at, the return of the great mother, and the restoration of heaven on earth. Y'all can be part of the problem, part of the solution. And anybody part of the solution gonna anybody part of the problem gonna be treated like the problem and eradicated with it. We throwing out the dirty bathwater with the dirty motherfucking babies.
That's right. And on that note, we out of here. Hey, God, I got you, man, because I'm gonna do a whole tape on it, Sananda. So hey, look, I got you. Hey, this right here was bad. Look, hey, y'all hit that like, man. We hit a record tonight. Like I say, if you want to show the brother Rod some love for what he do for all the love, say he do it out of love. But like I say, if you want to show him some love towards him and his family, we drop the Cash App and the links. Man, we about to get up out of here. And we're gonna put all those we're gonna have everything tidy and nice. It'll probably take about 20 minutes for it to load, for the process once I get off, and then I'm gonna try to put the links all the links that we went over. And I got Rod new Instagram, so I'm gonna put that Instagram in the comments and in the description, because I tell niggas it's in the description. They say, oh well, I don't know about this bed. Come on, man. So I'm gonna put it in the comments too. So I'm gonna link his new the Instagram that he got in the links, and I'm gonna link his Cash App, all that. We're gonna have everything lined up after the show. So man, we're gonna be back. Me and Rod gonna be back, right? Every time we do it's a banger, bro. This is straight banger. You know what I'm saying? So share on your Instagram. Go ahead.
Appreciate you for inviting me on. The name of righteousness and liberation. May we be successful, and may all of the righteous prevail.
Look, man, it was ordained for you, because you saved you stopped the whole war that was gonna take place, and that was gonna be started by me, and it was a war between of this on perspectives. But when I gained your perspective, you gave me like 3-4 components that I needed to close this conjure, to say, okay, I see what's going on. I see what these niggas, because you like the dirty Moor shit. I was already saying these dirty Moors, but I couldn't frame them like you framed them. When you gave me when I took your perspective on the dirty Moors, man, I got the niggas now, man. I got these niggas, and I got my foot on these niggas, man. I'm telling you, bro. I got my foot.
Hey, look, I ain't just telling motherfuckers. I showed them pictures of them.
Yeah, you got it, man. You own it. You know what I'm saying? You own these niggas, man.
So look, in the last 2 years, I done showed them black hens from under KKK roads. I done brought their attention to Negroes standing around KKK lynchings, and these niggas is perfectly safe. I've shown them where all of these people come over here every time we try to break free. One of them people that came over here look like us, go betray us to the people that they got protecting their interests.
Mm-hmm.
I showed them that the motherfuckers that went and got Emmett Till was melanated beings that went in there and took that kid out of his house and gave him up to some pale people. So at this point, if you don't know that the enemy look like us, but they ain't us, then you truly lost.
Hey, we gonna put that on a shirt. And I'm about to send you your Christmas gift of feathers. I'm gonna send you one of these chief hats. I'm gonna figure out what color you like. I'm gonna send it to you. The cheap, the one like I got the black one, but I'm gonna send you another color. You know what I'm saying? So for the cheap Pontiac, hey, hashtag cheap Pontiac, cracking with a hammer and a hard hat, crack heads, man, quiz caps. Hey, I mean, my bad. I forget to get that ball cap disclaimer every time, Rod. Come on, man. But I'm not just put it in the damn thumbnail from now on. Take your ball cap off. You know what I'm saying? Before you put that come up in this joint. Yeah, we got 13. Hey, man, we better get up out of here, man. It's late because I'm talking loud. My wife now, they knocked out up in there. So, hey, Rod, we're going to be back on, man. We're going to figure out when we're going to do the next one because I got a couple more topics. I know you got a couple more topics. I got a shitload of topics, really. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but.
So, young girl, let's go and wrap it up.
Okay, it's a wrap, baby. Hey, peace, love, harmony, right? Divine love, hotel, Islam, shalom, lekum. However you want to, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we out, man. Stay woke. Wadu.
Wadu.